how much sorry alarm the banner
say yes I propose no cause my how much allowance but
me pour asem no
some me no
oh father for
Nanzo na metete for as I'm confirm me answer
na me di can catch me say me have said it live on radio me say that was way back and I'm a board driver or angel near me say so what me once a man and me busa me say it's France now dabi do thing fa many time the church room eh ba ben me omo ma ben me no and I say be am no mo sign no munim the kind of person I am enye kasapi sa energy no me channel energy no dia pesca because be busa me kasapi nti na me kasa na ye adwuma no what must say so keep whatever you've heard sana me dey no hene man tinka ba no pese na wanya time be wo jere ma chawa nti ya mama phone waste time wo so na wo
sorry kwai na ada minya mama me
na kele Japan buza general so say me pema na wo ba do
okay observer ya trase ye bedin komo 9:30 and ye be sorry na Fancy Di Maria Newton Latin akomia omomu de omo so ahomache no couple the supreme mu na omo so abetrase the sports buffet no aba 1 p.m. and omotrasia ombesore cyber de yeni the new patriotic party in Hong Kong yeni Ghana Hong Kong His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the deputy ministers were nominated you know and now vet no asha say o ma shebe fie yeni ehon ankom do me kwa benya constituency executive bi ko kwa pai wo mo say Professor Michael Kwe ofrom constituency wonum na committee a party te na to ano no adwaro pekra wonya ye efri say omunim de ya ema MPP din kugu adaya omu say adwo asafo ena ma ye din kugu I don't know why afei no mu koyi sa asemu yaba but well ye be kura no sosom afei na 2020 election report eya committee na ye ra osafo mafo eda no no ehwemu amukoye ye no afena report no api yebesha ene di Ashanti regional reporter the venerable Oseche Mesabosuno etiano na on Ishake Brobe Dr. Solomon Kwati Foko Yera Kofi from Paul former MP for Kwabri East and Yamame Rose Hamilton Dennis Kwakwanum Ekabo Mom Kwayenum and somewhere a woman a film Urbano and now share the leadership style of the President of the Republic, former President, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo said they see affected the new patriotic party, their electoral fortunes in the 2024 election. Afe yesai ekoshe the campaign structure no said here and so esikoye and pay your trust now report the local issues our party no are attended to and also so yashemu now fame the room asakwa kwhwe the strategies no said here almost implement here delegate system there ye di hu nkoma manfo ache omagina me ba I want to believe sir party for no am making a decision about what to be done about a delegate system no and also so eka enkoma and pay ye die no and rather deputy minister of finance designate Ekotram appointment committee no question ba kwa omubusa no and say abayi ba ya onya abusuru mienu kran yes wa bobsia ekobe 40 billion Ghana cedis and o say enyesa ekebosa de mabobi nanso so no enuru sam pempenso na omu eka no say ya o say enu de omunya abetre obeba abeka but I want to ask you what will show me and I said we tell me on pay say edebe na pote na abayi eba ye waya se kaje se wa bobsia be 25 billion Ghana cedis krampo a we bet me de won say ebi ade ABCD ana ema aban akwakoba obesia ede ekoye sa ade no finance minister so ba kasa say unauthorized contract and payment and from our contractors bia yera Canada Japan account said you no Canada Japan no eba kai well and somebody they say Bubrija lands and natural resources minister Yera Kofi Amabua and the Ashanti regional minister eto the offense shelter belt na womu kwa yenom China for Ghana for NDC for constituency executives muwa wani branch executives womu ye illegal mining enyasam ketwa omusi excavators be 15 and omasa ache e de aka ho omache China for be nso excavators mbo so a asese ye movable enti omu adisable no kra omu maka na emrado mu bedie adwuma na emrado mu di na ose ye forest ye kwa ebrentuo no mako be aduanan 44 ana je say ya no galamsey for yasa akotie simu a ene omunze dika enyasem keto akra obezo o kire say okono eden if he keep justify himself say eniema galamsey is eyusu atuo ene de dia ekrobu no te say post for krampo enibi enti ebema okono ayeden. But I also want to ask you again say ensem wo mo kaye in opposition ene the omoya no uwo jidie wo John Dramani Mahama mampani ene na be de eche ene so afo mo say stop galamsey face galamsey one they have what it takes, they have the balls to stop illegal mining and well and also so yebako so adi nkomo adi afa adwumayefo omunya adwumaye ye mention maba wa aban yi ba ye after promising 24-hour economy say you be ready 3 shift 18 campaign pray adwumayefo ho no ye be fam ho mienu adi aka ho nanso so akoye asemfofre eno anyimra mete say yenua ohene John a deputy director at the National Service Authority NI before invited no enra omu amal bill and as releasing ebia ebrepam no mu hia na omu be sign atos and I have heard say yera Jogati and so no Oma inviting on the same regions omu di invite Professor Ameyaw Ekunfi enti eno so ewo ho but Interesting for cool and aso by the worker temunsam no omu de baba yabo so and pabi omu so asene ama yetimi ede dwumade edimuntu ano eno so awonsam no wo mu ede baba nana kwame mama ba boshaba ima I still Eugene Precious set ene de oba adwuma ntem na seti bicha ndo betwa wo no so ba ansa beka. But if it is about picture, portrait, wedding pictures, bibia we bia say videos one shot so your video the top because I feel Nyankopon about from a great guy but me other matters no ene asem no enti abusia aropa trust from kwabena yan trust na yamon come 7 minutes before 7 Wontumi 101.3 asokwa kumase ana ate yanka Wontumi TV on Facebook Wontumi TV Instagram no YouTube no Wontumi TV like just get to the search engine type Wontumi TV na enkomo ayedie nyina no wonsanka bi na enrada meni minua nana kwame asafoje aye edi enkomo ewa ha na yenkomo twetwe na chinom afa dia meko Facebook ne WhatsApp ne other social media platform no so agenda kakraka enya ya story kakraka dia to so say Dr. Baumias are you a free fraud na some no ayame hanyai because many nana asafoje edi nkomo no oka say at the end of the day, it was like self Kwame Nyimedu entry granum oko ono post because doctor are you there none of the answer obeshe na wa manage the interim we na omum edebeko asakoto babio owie no se ono kranum onya interest so obeko election dia bio edinyese asante kokos no omukoshe no omoto aba e chairmanship no so na nipa bi na di ba ye say enka onu su magina bi eno me so okay but onu kwa to kwa US and Sunday no kwa do ye ma me yi edi onu wa nko hokra edi he was not interested in any election bia and I have heard and read from Honorable Mike Edu Oferikom MP say onu so abatwe ewo another platform say Dr. You anko election bia edi mo ka say the pro Baumia Dr. Ayu Afriye akwagina against Ora Kwame Nyimedu entry ama Ayu Afriye nya 8 vote Nyimedu entry akwanya 36 no or say enye nokre well and some of they say baby party bako emunsem bebrebe na yantrust ye na yanhyase eni nkomo waba anasa wama okay yeso abantu abadia eni akwaba boso ba ene Tuesday aso aba aso free anyway ene so de watcha cat na oya boy na free ho na wato na kakra na say e ma na so say ya de bi ase mo some say em friend pons bi mo say friend say
makeover
brofo omo makeover na say o ma fro no ano ho no omo di different color bi kakra bi a blend ho no kakra
blush
ene ya dia
friend blush
mo friend say
blush
eh dey
oh say e ma na ye fe
sa
dem say adepa na betimi a chire on na akọ school
adepa
precious
de why no to na ya ne pinti wani no
ono so na adwuma no
okay
na de tia na ka bosome
to blush ano no ye de ya
na so be ya
na won kam ye hu ade kra wo
ya de kokko
o confuse you no pay
ya blush sa na ye frɛ no ba ni twi di na me ka kyerɛ o me sa na ya me frɛ no but omo akọ school ne de omo ka ne blush no ade sa de pa na betimi a kyerɛ me de nti omo wi age sɛ omo de no fifa ya ha no na e ho ayi kama
okay na ma the different color
na no na ekoko sa na
so de na me hu ya maka ya me bu sei
nice all time hu bi on
is man na nkasa na say wa for so de bibi kika mo ho a
say my look attractive my ho ya fe
okay so nyankopon bo mo de mo mpe
ni nyina ka ho na
so nyankopon bo mo de mo mpe
ya pepa but say ekoya nim Jadi peke ka ho na ama na ye kama.
Mamene Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib oye Weja Gbawi MP Second Deputy Minority Chief Whip. Honorable Member of Parliament, good morning.
Morning, Obia Moye.
Amina dum boko na onsusu ne abusuafo
Aduma akwa.
Nyankopon ase na wede be di goba bat mame mfa we ntwam ansa wo ye jama expert na
There be but of the expert
na say na metan say one rural constituency na wonne o party for ne o manfo na mo bag na mo tonyom na mo sa ba ko gale mu sa wo to na Kenya no abu nkotodwe ya na de be na won wo bi na tisi uso ana
account my party account my grassroots for super say we are all one na politics let the people understand that you are like them and they are like you.
That's good to know. Now, say you go there. One show be age ben say o second time and answer o third time our parliament kwani. Then what me I build who to that status.
Oh, they obi ani the master. Me ma ko do parliament for no. Me sia. E di mo out of ma comfort ya say obi wo hansa na oba. Ye kana wa chi, ye chewa na wo sia. And that is the only way to move forward and to learn fast. And that is what it has to be. And we are doing this against the backdrop of sex. We need to come back to power. And if we need to come back to power, yeah. And if there is an obey so to form. Now you chewa yeah, now see a bebo passing a bebo my Ghana so.
Na mami mo so in our preparation say ye betumi asenya political power in the 2028 election no wonu ni onmo am wo mashebe dwafie 88 members of parliament no how do you assess that responsibility?
Oh, first of all, leadership headed by Honorable Kwame Nkrumah. You touch one, you touch all. what the one saka back one, what the one saka ni yena. Why say leadership is about bonding. It is about say yena yeba. About yena yeti amashi. It's about yena yeti asefu say MPP na jumapa. Yeni obia interest there. Yeni any presidential candidate and aspirant interest. The interest is also there won't be divisions, there won't be unnecessary squabbles and fights. All that would matter is that MP4. The battle is just about how to unseat this NDC for our more name baby or more opposition, more see. 2016, 2017, Osapoma Wakoka say a being for first cabinet meeting, Nana do Ampenesu, Nana do Ma, Giobia, a man appointment, including Shraj boss, including NTC boss, including Domolovo, in Kofu in Nana do Maya Pamon. Next, Zaya Jinina, Yamamutnaho. All these people. Nobody touched them. And if we need to go into government again, we should just remain united. Now, and this is what the settings in Kwa, the Fabia setting. Omofa, I can tell you, 24-hour economy will be and honorable Benyomaki beside the Deputy Minister of Finance. I mean, a year 24 economy, a law, a enactment to the name. Education, you see, I've been a dialogue. I've been a economy, no, almost the first year students are more tertiary institutions. You bet you are more school fees and admission fees are more. You don't even know whether it is school fees and admission fees. And on mobile, the numbers keep changing. They don't know. Settings and dialogue, economic dialogue, economic dialogue, education dialogue, dialogue you know. What we MPP near won't believe we should come together and work harder to unseat this settings government. And that is up to you.
Right. And most of the vetting of the deputy ministers nominees, no. To you, your general impression was, say, questions that Mubusa response by.
The first to appear was one, I think, the Honorable Lydia Lamis. I think that's a full name. Oba, you know, it was on public sector reforms. With all due respect to her or your next, there is on public sector reforms. The name is Masema and decide say we should public sector reform now. The Constitution talks about the 191B. Talks about yentimi pamu bi say ono wanya adwuma no wafa through the due process no wanya say adwuma no yentimi pamu no no yoba asa no ye ness. How can she justify this that pama ye pamu sanko for no justifiable and a just cause. Some of my kind of don't they have been all cause. I've been all quite the Obina pointing in Nipano. The other panel pen on now could be a Chaya man. I didn't get a very good response. I didn't think a lot of people got good responses to their questions. We didn't think that but I got to Obama settings president. And the Onona was foreign minister. And I'll see when I'm a past minister. Besides that, if we even go and vote on the floor of parliament, say we are not even in agreement with a particular nominee, they will still find their way through another one. And I'm going to say Ghanaians are going to have no more than 2 years. So that was the public sector reform minister. Then the second to come in was, I think, the finance, deputy finance, Efren Thomas Ampemnyako. He also came to do his bit. and I want to have the new cause, our 24-hour economy, and a few other issues are about, including one that is currently trending in our national service, whether or not you're in a national service, I'll see one. Yeah. And the third one was the Deputy Minister of Interior, also the Canadian. And all of them know quickly who be so much and you're ministers, no. More for support your ministers. So that is the way to avoid most of the questions. And that was exactly what they did. So that was the third one. And the fourth one was the Deputy Trade and Agribusiness. Honestly, they read to them for 20 minutes because apparently, or a former leader, now leaders should debate the woman, and should get any extensive work. And so that was what happened. So if you ask me my general view, it was average.
To you, who suspect sana other nominees in Babeka and I say, well, maybe honestly they don't have the skill to manage the ministries in the Domo.
I actually TICCI, my name is suspicion. I say, I don't know but now and the combination of the brain, Yamana will be some money. Now, Monima say, I don't know what to me now with the appointing department. They are to me under Article 78 in the president. One knows they were appointing with Metal. The person qualifies as a member of parliament, then that is even the first step. So what they say. And they are all quietly there. The Ghana phone now and a jury, and I train. And yeah, the empire bottle being called Uncotophone, but the chain said, they are more kind of more bayano, or my Pepetana, or Montemania. It is the same Ghanaians who voted for them, are the same Ghanaians who see. And I hear that.
Yeah. May I say, I'm so for me, Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib or a wage Agbawi, and I say, begin the second deputy minority chief whip, and Menino Airbo and Comwim. Minimara say in minority, no, it does appear, sir, Maryland on your efforts, sir. You will get the electoral commission and that stakeholders take a clear-cut decision on Ablekumanov. Any update for us?
Well, Ablekumanov, minority, they are cynics, and they are cynics. Whichever way we would get the electoral commission, first of all, did the publication and the press release sometime, I think, 17th January. Press release was emphatic. Never more kind straight. So first of all, my ready for mobile declare results. Results no yes me and say yeah honorable a clear free and I win with 414 votes. I don't think they're winning and winning with how many votes? Our win. They're winning and winning with how many votes? And people for na gentle nobody is asking that anybody should go and cause any trouble. All we are asking is that we are a simple majority. The one vote crown a BTU. Electoral Commission released no more more expressive view na say the police department are a elections task force headed by the police. They have relegated their activities to the background. Because electoral commission, they are looking for security so that they can proceed to release or announce or declare the results. To police. Police in Akasa with police as we speak now. Last week, my leader, CEO Obema Yakofu, the head of police, say there is a problem. Say if you release press press release not can say the Greater Accra regional organizer of NDC in call for bar or more office of the say of the more properties. Omo be here nyama enye. Omo dey fear any intimidation be share omo electoral officers move. And they have not been able to proceed to release or declare the results of Ablekuma North. When they are one or more voice, moving to police for paying for. Are they not aware of this release from the EC? Have they not received letters from the EC seeking or asking for their support? Have they not also received a court order as at January and December? Said they should assist the EC to declare Ablekuma North that Equity are winning by 414 votes. It is now the reason why we have not been able to go ahead with Ablekuma North is just because police have gone to sleep. Almost this is the idea.
I see. Well, Mama na say na everypem the best about bedin komobio.
No problem. Next time I want to be doing commando, now my yellow friend, remember Kumasi, now I'm making our studio.
Fantastic. I'll be very grateful. I love to see that.
I'm best friend said no Kumasi into maybe into my yellow friend, but I am more.
That's a part of it, show.
On show of the house. Right.
Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib Mrashebejani Wejagbawi, second deputy minority chief whip ono ena yenina edin common from Edmafua Abayi for Mojuma John Romani Mahama Abayi Eyomadi to the vetting of deputy ministers designate to Honorable Ekwefriye and Ablekuma North elections, and meneno aba abe some 12 minutes after 7 Wontumi 1013 Wontumi TV on Facebook and YouTube and afi Wontumi TV nankasa yame na afi yada bokata mun samno naposo no ene yaboafo no emra aso maachi bio
yejo Oheneba
foko maachi
pejozo jema
mohoye
nyameni e ohoda
ose jema
aso ne offers no what to say
o nyame adom ya boko
akunta so hoye
o nyankofa se offers na yale na akunta do nyade
na offers yare anya akunta na nya amane e ko to duro ni ade a wona beto
okay Matiase
dia hu hia
Matiase
onsa onkwala
yare pe na je asema to papa no
ana akwada so shase akwada wanyare shase yare
kana jibitu o se yare mpo a no mo de no hospital
na akwada so shase so fie kakra sana
na ire
ensempi
enu bi ni
etimi ya signal
ensem no bi ni signal be
atiefo betiase etimi ya signal
oh okay
se akwada ne shase so fie sana
emutuo joint wo krom ha ne bo de pa na de o pay de
no lo akodi mutu
joint
obako
ana o
kwesi ado
me pa
ya o to no hin
joint ni bi oyin
na me ka ba bi oyin
e bi agata na no wode no
gata be ano
gata na no wode na popo
da bi o okay me to do abonti no kra ne se
Sunday special day na ya na ebo ni different.
Okay.
84 ko kaso.
Normal day dey ni different.
Gata na no ho dey.
Na Sunday special day so boy different.
Eno ne bo ni different.
Me nto bi wa bontinti no ma me heda hu na me kakai. Me kakai. Ebuakwa SD
o ta ya ekoso be say. On a good day.
Me nto bi wa bontin de. Na
o to ne he.
Ono aka.
Me nto bi.
What kind of kamuti? Wana ka. Wana no amu nu atwi.
Nyamia.
Wana no amu nu atwi.
Nyamia.
Etu ya wo yisi.
Na wana ye ma wo.
Aisha Bo I see that kind of. Me I see there. Apo fi ngu.
Aisha
I see the apple finkwa.
Foko.
The also mutio.
O se mutio.
Mutia betima 70 pa bia be 5. And what can be say?
Be ni pa 5. Why is that 500?
I'll be enjoy pa.
And a 500.
And quite bad and mutio ko.
Oh, catch quine.
And I bet so.
I bet in the co. Rev so in the co. Some quine
favorite.
Rev so there so the baby no one here.
I know they hear you only me a pa. No. Any a cat trouble. Any a cat trouble.
Say, problema. Now, what Ashanti MPP mean and then mutu bit to solve problem.
Sir,
Sunday special na.
A mutu. Any bit to solve problem.
Oh,
now you see, people have decided to live hypocritically. And Rami who. Chamodino who could supposed to be. Now, interestingly, the boys na who no more share, especially Kes can no near the other. Say, also could share Chema Wontumi mutu joint. Now, Chema Wontumi be to Yakama no. Hey, she say, dear, she say, BBN ho, the election I will call on the Chema Wontumi the home como and post no. Any interest, but the zeal and people before post now, we more share now. A billion more church. This is politics. This is how beautiful it is. As if say I feel the BBS. To say kuku na mutuo. Ebe ti ma solve problem no. Oh.
Oheneba.
Aye chini pa boss wo krom hanom. Ye chan tro to the paso. The woman the enim. No mutuo nkwa betima solve problem no. You see, we should not live this way. We should not accept to live a particular life be at a convenient time. Hey. Any who?
I'm fancy Sakraya Naba.
And Sakraya by. Because my point is, was it the first time ABA chairman extended a hand to build that unity and answer that create something to say that there is nothing between them?
Dabi.
Why are the several times? But and now you have realized my regional chairman Ibiu. You want to court the support of Wontumi of Wontino. It is as if say Wabeshia anywhere din Comuntino, but it is not the first time.
Didn't make us a young fan.
Oh, yes, I'm a man for furniture, Mutu.
And I be young fan said Sakraya Nabenti.
Sakraya,
they said you're rebuilding.
Because Sandy and that Dahono. You see, the Jamaicans a party, anybody a hypocrite, no. Sandy and Dahono. Or beyond to mean can't say I affected the MPP in Ashanti region.
Party.
And there's a Mutu Quebec mouse of a problem now. Other than the Chini Chai.
Mutu so dey baba ko fe ya
in terms of
one
year na man for furniture ma mutu
it's not no one na no modoso
on na be on Facebook say o ko share chema baby o ko to mutu no tu akadema no na o ma di nkomo obusa na election aka ho asem fine
onim but asamba could be wo ho
assembly
and say the moment ka say bia na sakra unim say MPP lusu ye no on say Christmas ni mu ye breaki engineer you movies yes na chama akwaku apia akotwe on Facebook the whole Ghana TV banner TV station banner adani movie
me say
I say
me say MPP election court 2024 you lose yen. Say bet to me I be bia e dia court 2028 arena. Enema be mi no. Say yifi mu a enye. Say ye di nukredie. Na ye betumi ahwe ni pani ma ka chen say krache be ma
wo ye nye.
Dia wo ye no. Any dia wo pesa wo ye no. Because we cannot live hypocritically and perceive as a bibia okay while things are not okay.
media dear ebia na
enka me baba bia wo kika ko ye no so because
no Facebook
obi on me say radio station do do na during Christmas they breaki
yes
ya to ba wie and ya breaki
and
NPP ni a wo be NPP chairman
and then what you do to be one for say the radio station no adani movie station you move in kwa
wo bra wo NPP ni wo pe regional chairman
that time no onim say Wontumi ma regional chairman biu
no dim
now and kwa pia who say Wontumi ma regional chairman biu and you want to try to cosmetically try say omu ya fa be ani omuntem and mutu betima convince o de no kwa pia ono ma na chita for this unu okroma nam sa
wo dia nka
see why we be fa say ehun hia yes ehun hia but this means that there are issues bi on mo a amanfo de nyaatwum approach and they try say omo resolve but under
na bola soja
na bibi wo ho
media nka mo obi kura nye na wa na wo say ye this station no fail anka support o party me tie yi NPP aba power wo besa wono no ho abrami position
why anymore obi amu
no that board so ji hu sika
na wo ye nyina e mutu na abega chema Wontumi toma na wo ye sa
mutu keke
you see we cannot pretend to overlook some issues. Nobody can tell me.
Wow.
Say enema omoye consistently. Editi achema Wontumi no. E ma ni nya dimbone obi tine wa bra oni nyina so bia. Obi tine because of asema ye ne party phobia kan fa no ho. And at the end of the day a party no and affected no.
What can some kasiye
a party now affected.
Me unim.
It can be us. Everyone say, okay, what is your BBT will be affected party? No, we have to be honest and just in approaching those issues.
Let us
not pretend that all is well.
Minim nipa binuma. One man to aba ama NPP. Because one giant NPP. One minimum be a binuma.
And that my can't say. Many questions ko share penny bi. O ka say we deep party no bone. At the year 2024 no one first camera Ashanti NPP party say I support to no because during the 2022 regional elections no among for kaya mandatory trimu say who this camera che ma Wontumi anu wadi after election one realize say na nya no kure enti one hour farmer no wadi party no bone.
Wow,
these are some of the things and then hypocritically you want to pretend say I fail na Wontumi I stand a hand to you. But I know he tried several times. Wait, because at that time he wanted to make him unpopular. He wanted to make him unpopular.
Nipa bia.
And they are two baby uncontested Wontino. And then they moved to
Bibia fine.
Unim, I even so for life crano. Minimum branch you are no a police station executive. Oh Jai, because try your chateau chairman so say wakase tia menhiano. I don't know the dry. I want to am a patch.
You see,
now the lecture problem says, "Nay and tro."
Obia mekanjo obia say party nti asi atwamunya hwiu. We would deal with it. We would talk about it. We would discuss it.
To the brim.
Na there was ohunu say ono na contribute to the wom sesia no. What atum. And then you akwa anim no. Obia be hunu say we say carry the home.
Yeah. Mr. Brandia,
it's not that I need you today and so I'm pretending say all is well.
Yo.
I'm Brandia making. No one patch my dear TBO. Until say, Minya me chile woman tea near Marse and Sana was having a laugh for the party. Sabran so and you lose so ye. And there was uncle for be brave wa. Bonia Mudi chairman affected party Nankasa.
The party no, but no they thought a Obino Muhano.
Somebody ditch my own to me. No somebody affected party no. Party about man of your positions.
Hey, you have a cosway, you must sense and truffle. You had that board to be aso. It's a party never go.
Mutu.
I didn't NPP party nang.
Nipa go for quite the same mutu to me number 100 Ghana.
Well, mommy uncle,
the young fans say be answer number.
You see, it is not about the mutu, you know. My understanding is people will compromise. People will get ready to work together with you for the party's good when they have a peculiar interest. Other than that, the dear to me see Emma Omun Kamuhumbu.
Sure.
Diana Kwame Jubosi Akwanye. Diana man can find it.
Pepe Ankuma, one your once again throw Biaho.
May say Christmas number 2 coin. Are you try to say okay, Yakoto Berry, whatever has happened, Yan Kamuni Nejuma. Some people Omoko Kaoka say they can't trust Wontumi go for intimate.
Yo,
and then they mutu, I trust mutu.
I was election in the bedroom. Some of these stations,
and to the issues that we cannot pretend that all is well, all is not well.
No, they'll go Nkama party for credit panka. Wow, party I'll be patcher my doom. Said your manager,
that's to Facebook no about Wontumi multimedia no. A chese se petition no kwa guya enka onfa ho that be no say e be affect MPP gwa the mama MPP name because e Wontumi station egutino engu
nasa nka janye yo nka abene da kasa
somebody's investment why you my party no you are ridiculing it and then the emutuo etima convince
na advert ba ko cry say busu minsi ono ane boto musa wo di chia ya
say na dale mu na mo obi nka o me se nka mo obi nka na wo pen mu na mo de nka ma wa chitafo ni bi kura nka ni nka so mo de omo yankwada wow Facebook
yanko
now they tro now the post nya ba ko enya ba ko
it say MPP for be restaurant no mutu no mo chiche mo nkofo because I know so bit ma awe ni nkofo
me so me pepa mutu e aduane a mutu me pepa mutu
ko so ka ko hyehyehye
yanko
manage ho yanko peske e bi ai be kwa kudi mutu
e be di pet
na peske
obi abedi ni mutu e beto
e be di mutu o peche
mutu e dia ni manage ho pa
yanko
ande katekwan ni abekwan ne nkwankwa bia fa na peske ase ya ba me apomuden church ase na etumenya ahoden ni edi mutu o ti ase na wonu be ya pomu hwehwe mu dia maye kwa
free
oh monye hwe se be ya benya apomuden na blood pressure blood glucose cholesterol onwo blood cholesterol na na minim kura say your blood cholesterol ho ana body mass index ne hepatitis ne syphilis na wakoma wahara wadwene chese wo brebo bibia no wona makwani na won bayiye chese test number for free wo mso fold and kwa na obeje 50 Ghana cedis pe entie nyina no obia mra na me adoma first March Ghana month no ne de di nka no pepepepepepepe
na me adoma na otwe besimi ya foforo na
arapano so kwasi adwumre no num no apon enti kontem na won so watimi ayesa test ni na bi doctor say ye nyina ye mehiem ewo G runabout honum obe medila bo honum ha na obetimi afa doctor kra na ne na di ho nkomo ewo 0530122500 0530122500
oko yanko pepa ne shoyi ye ba ne aye
okay double cut out of the penny ade bre ye tiefo ni ayefo nyina ya di ni tin ko ni sisi ni ko tojo na beti na betwe na bakọ ni na poso na ebre mo ye de wo ba ye twaliti ani aka no o b d ni akyerase ye say obia bedidi amei peche
January kan Emutuo edition of the newspaper review Emra na
daily graphic
na ye de edikan
aya de nkwan be ne be di na me se me kokodi ayi pa
na papers ne way
akatoa bomu pa na
Also, yeah,
Minu,
I got trouble me. Dabi,
I don't know.
Me ba cho yanko.
Na o de Emma yanko efuku na kura na nye we
any yanko daily graphic the bokat na yanko ha no pay ne wode aba betudwa no eni na wo hwe daily graphic the bokat anima na sema wode ba no pay no ya sema wo ka dia kire nyina se abai mampani nani abre pa no se abai ni abre se galam se ko no wo be ko enti wo so for no na hwe yensa se na fuma gudie won samso no ana dia ba betu edwa woni asrafo no ane asantimante mu so afo cooperation no de tudwa yes port charges no ya ba bete so na afi taxes ahudo bi ti se ni ti se niema ahudo bi no wo ho aban ba be di ho djuma AGI Association of Ghana Industries so wonum so my krado se wo mbeta abachi ama 24-hour economy no atimi akoso na afi so aban say wo be said ya be ya adan bo be yefo e wo mega mu ura John Bawa ene dia tudwa e wo daily graphic the boka temu anopai nti adan bo no so be fo ama adwumafo wo mbe mana yefo
enti daily
graphic o kan se ande be no mo be ya be mana yefo
ye be tua bi ama
o man kan trasa
24-hour promise said na deputy finance minister na 24-hour no ntimi nchire mu
na send the buy from
yanko
esi daily guide de obokrata ena mede beto aso na NIB ena atonsa ere afre onimonyafo Jogate se omra no meyi nsembia no anopei e wokrata fa etoso ensia na do mekwa benya so ena mbibia mayoko wo mu deny se nchopa de anya de so wono mo dibia anopei ehun nsem no so wokrata fa etoso miensa agenda 111 and as CC ade eja mama say ombe hia be 1.7 billion US dollars and san omotimi awie projects na anope krata feto so miensa so etmi aboho amane na enkrofo condemn ene ase kwabrane akwa wo bi danse mako 200 anope eno so krata fa eto sunsia e wo daily guide de obokrata animu
ania yanko chronicle breso sem de obokrata mu na yanhwei ana sem a wode aba betudwa galam se ko no wode aba betudwa ana afi watwo MC ato na MC a work na minerals commission we anya yi ana wakwa yi MC no atwo minerals commission ye so mu di peduanan eko chese inspectors makomako aduanan eko amanone said ya be o mbekwa akwaje ntete yesronko ni suehunu bi na wonu mo ba galam se ko no wahu wonu ebechichem mantam bia mansini bia ne ade se na ado sida kase bi esi regia Minerals commission da kase South Dai nananom ana chese wura esiama appointment no wonu maka wasem baba so pa Bank of Ghana de no eno wasem nti eno wasem ojaba beto chronicle the bokat enim
GC brands is saying
GC brands say what is soldier ventilated powder and is soldier ventilated bamaba na bam no ye ni wasodi akọ adwuma na chase ukofie wa bre onye nsuo bi adwade no na wo de chase soldier ventilated bam no awasaw what wo de mo bi mfa ntwitwu mo bi mfa nsra na wafa sra but ya se na adia ba chia no porbo so nya wode foforo bi dia sori wonte bre bio na otimi sa akọ adwuma so na say yansansa dia soldier ventilated powder ano ne e kam fo mo wasa koje na be shinsan ni nyina ase ma ho ato ye to no be bia ye tonku anasa duro biada okwa oso pe soldier ventilated balm and the powder na wonso nsa kan bia
na ebusiafo Ruta Natural Products nzu okrompa na 2023 ena FDA ene Lagos yapomo empenifo be bia frafra no eye nhwehwemu a no ne ba bede just 2023 de enu e ba beje Ghana manfo pa Ruta natural products. Ruta makes an pay ebebo edubena han no eni nkonyin na mpanifo wa ya fa be fofidie bi mu aso ne so kama na ba bede de a kire se wo no ma wo say yes one no maduro malaria fever ko die wo no ebetu na se ama wade ho na Ruta life ne de anope de ye nie efi ne nkeka wa bia de aba beje ni pedua na boso no enu na wuru mu kama
bodies lion
na Ruta tonic ne so bebo apa na typhoid fever no etuase amwade ho anope bebe busa se hefa ne menya biato but modern akwa drugstore na wo chire ho no a wo kwa wo so Ruta mixture Ruta life and afi Ruta tonic ebebo apa doctor say anope friend way ansa na nka watu ho na mokra na ni beje pa
0244 485632 0244485632 na yanko Ghanaian Times mo
Ghanaian Times
Ghanaian Times
na way
akodi am say enamzio so say enamwie mu a daadi anu fa me ko don che enti Ghanaian Times ni Council of State ana wonum da ni mo ha no
omo say
ya say Council of VIP ya maami akasa Vice President akasa na wo man fa the picture nso amba eno ani VIP na anom twroye wo mu say
na maami no Vice President no wo didie
ya tinenka ya tinenka
so da ba wa agia bosu
mi go woni foji ni kura o
ase wa ira wa system
so de anka yi ne so ye kama
anyway
so wet kills ni kama
na ya say
wet kills
eno ye dia
rig
sa emezu so
osa na eja wo de ade abom kitu ebi na
yanko
ya maame Vice President akachre Council of State say wonum nya active wonum keka omo nya djuma yie ya djuma mumbo gema na enu achei ana afe wode atodwa na Professor Boateng ade atodwa kire say ye invest e wo technology mu na entumi amwa productivity Dr. Bawumia Asemi kan ya na Minerals Commission so galamse kono so wasem wode aba betudwa e wa ha
enti the Daily Dispatch and I made dispatch e de atwaso na anope eja mama nsam no kan ye no a say MPP agenda 111 na eno ne ya sabi a yesi no manta mawodo nyina no wo mo ebehia 1.7 billion US dollars so near to media complete anope eno no wakratafa etoso dumienu e wo dispatch mu ena afa Ghana mampani e wodi kan Kwame Nkrumah tikesi ori adwini fonyi da ha sei ena ejabuzi aso fonyi da ha sei na kratafa etoso mienu ena ebo ho amane sei ekwan a Kwame Nkrumah twetwe ejabuzi a sei wia sei wewe de obedua ne no ana obetwawo efa 1972 ku bia no ne man ho so a anope krata ne ku hye ne nyina ede egu ho
72 no how many years
hey na me nko obi 72 de we chire o fogo kaka we ni anu wanya be
72
ni a hodi ma me mo hwa de ate ni nya apia yo
da bi 72
ala ni system ni mo
72 de wadaro
yes di obedu anu ana abetwa de 72
de nyanko
o de ma me mo hwa bia na
yanko
na ya ko emulate eba supplement we apostle Safo Kantanka the African star no na wono
hey Oheneba 53 years that's why na bia na ma mkro munya nya yimpo
munya nya de
bia na munya nya yima ko hwe kura nko fai
yo
na no kwa be say you for be person man na
tinchena try
hey na sembe kura na kwa mi
azu kana gabe bes de ni
akoto benku abedi ada no ebini mu di mutu
no so di benku
Adidas na imulate ba supplement apostle Safo Kantanka the African star kofa ba no njuma edie nie se ye fra bibi yade a e wodi no nko ade waduro na na duro so ye emulate nietie enie yade biada ya obi ewo bia wonum bia no ebedi adanse obi ani wa wonum emulate wa medi adanse and one dance here be say nipa bi no wa doctor declare wonum say wonum nkonkowu nanso wonum nya immunity no ye no wonya ahoden atena nkom wonya wada yare paso wonum bia wasori afi yare paso ma doctor kra no eye no nwanwa wonwo eno ntini e kan form awo akokora nom abrewanom emranje ne maba monum bi na saade we esama honam duane ye fe
anti aging
etoso esiesie wo ba chesanyasam ketua enti bomodi so bepebie woni a woni murufihye dumienu ne aba wo ma abofra no fo ne yase mo de mo ntwen kakra nasa obi anu bi na do ne ya won adwuma na ebu adwene ntiase so obi adwen won won ntiase enti ne se ko be bia to bi do ne ko bisa ne ko pe emulator ba supplement se na do ne tie nnanum bi na wanka se oni baje hwehwe mu mapa na akomu ana yeye se do we na me ma apostle safo kantanka na nkasa number se frɛ no na ne ni nkomo no ba bua dodo ama ye de bia wo mu na to betwa ma hoto number ne 0535 112873 0535 112873
yengo Ghana Post
say what the man dey be kwa mo no ne ha kan tete na nke tworo krata ne abobo na say ye ne nuri enei a na ma fo braso daddy anu ma no de ko alubre bomframa etu fa eni nti wo say amade bi afaso de ma na wo de hye no say ya atade say ya duro say ya duane me se mole mpa etimi say ye no what the Ghana Post or the bakwa etu ne ebeduru ne na o ya akro ba bia wo no de akwa akoma no ntia mo no ne kuro bia so sa na wa mo no na person de amade ba Ghana fafa Ghana Post so no mo ana be ya mawo amana ye fe yeah, the Gasto, and I'm a tier for Adolfo Nyina. Gasto, Mr. Papa, not yet 10 years. Your full more on your money, be another your friend Gasto Mr. I also have one answer, be a Uyam some for war, da Hoya, so Doctor for Canada. And T said, be a your full more on your money, be a deal. Obo we duane toni yema Wontumi ntina se boy no da fom no Mr. Wada ha unyanum Gasto ntia wanum Gasto akani na to atwa ya furu wa ne amane bia wo furu na akapu akonum bi Gasto Mr. sa ne frɛ no wo ye oba na kwa fikyere wote yawo na dodo sese ba de ntumi ma ana sa wo ha ne amane bia no tutum nika kopɛ Menso Plus Mr. afa ye wo Prosta Plus Mr. and also a mema dia Bema Johnson tentem Bema Johnson na wachim Johnson kachemon ka ho wo Johnson awoti ya wa Mr. Wada ko pe Prosta Plus Mr. ni bi no we nyina obenya do bebi ato bido no akobisa no apebi ato na so wato na say Dr. Damba ne de ma we frɛ no na ni nkomo no mu akwa ahodo bebre so the number no nie 0248 778899 0248 778899
for the new crusading guide near
the new crusading guide
you know I know the any me
you know this part
I know na sa
another day
I know na sa na the tie
I'm going to flash daily mama flash daily
flash my
the summer was about the flash so daily graphic na kwa ni be nkwa no pe mo be ya ma ka se wadi be nkwa pe so mutu ho asem ne e ka
temabo
government determined to win galamsey wo omoboa port charges to be reduced taxes duties levies targeted minister AGI ready to partner government in 24-hour economy we will prioritize low cost housing for workers
it's a housing and near cousin to money a fear of one bekasa no matter te so na
so me dan no be sisi
ya ma wiskani bia
na omodi omatete so all right
they have all about nya fusa
okay na kwa myenkwai
na ansa ko Ghanaian Times
I know social media
oh say Ghanaian Times make Council of State active V charges members
okay so
my members meboa
and I to my
so come here kakraka
invest in technology to drive productivity Professor Boateng Minerals Commission increases efforts to tackle galamsey boost mining oversight
and I'm on ya we bas mukro mampo
mampo de here
yes in so atama amanfo nya be
bia mumfo kofia je mame
Ghanaian
galamsey war will be retributive fair and firm Amabua warns. Okay, South Daiichi's Lord Esiama's appointment as governor of Bank of Ghana. Okay, Minerals Commission sent 40 mine inspectors abroad for training to improve upon efficiency. Also decentralizes operations in mining regions. Okay, all right. And then the Daily Dispatch. Okay. Daily Dispatch. MPP government completed one agenda, 111 hospital. We need $1.7 billion to complete the rest. President Mahama. And don't go back to my. Na he waka je ye dey.
What is say what the man sorry no.
No mind. Agenda 111 no.
What the man sorry no.
So munyere.
So munya no omfa.
Omfa nya sorry.
Omunya no omfa.
Okay. You reap what you sow. How Nkrumah teased Buzia after 1972 coup. All right. What left? Daily graphic, daily guide. Okay, NIB invite Jogati for questioning. Dominic Kwabenya MPP denies role in defeat. Scrap dealer steals 200 cooking pots.
Scrap dealer.
That's saying. Agenda 111, 1.7 billion needed to complete projects. All right, birthday be anyhow. Okay, another pay. You better listen. You said in Como. You better vet in one some kakra. No, yeah. Still, we will have a conversation around. A woman near Juma. Obia share audio be with me. You go for the year, and I will end this in Ibako. Then you see what you know.
Communication that channel.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get that voice for me. But pay. You better share the perception on Baumia as a shadow of a Kufuado. And unti ama mamfu akotuaba, and I say omde tuaba edi etianum. Then we will also look at the party structures, role and visibility. And also so Pabija Fono Vetrasina a quite umua. Yebeshe and also na Mamenkin Kakra. The perception of Baumia as a shadow of a Kufuado. On whether or not the NPP Flagbearer for election 2024, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia was seen as a shadow of President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and therefore was going to be a mere puppet for President Akufo-Addo. 78% of the respondents answered emphatically yes. They suggest that the posture of the president and his inner circle affected the sensibilities of Ghanaians. On the campaign trails, they observed that it was difficult for the presidential candidate, who was a serving vice president, the first of such a situation in the history of the MPP, to distance himself from his boss, the President of the Republic, and rather the rather difficult economic circumstances that the country found itself in, especially in his capacity as the chairman of the economic management team of the president's cabinet. Many therefore saw Dr. Mahamadou Baumia as a candidate who was likely to govern under the influence of president and his inner circle. For God, we are
that's how you know binum team ba no mo nya
free say na Dr. Baumia say Akufo-Addo intino
ya tuma na mane ba
sa na do na e go
na de nkofo ya na
ya
nti na sa abufuo no ha wo nkofo mu na obi asende me message bi
say
man kenkan wote sa ya be ko no wasan so asende message say yan kan sa ne yakọ wose memfanto anim se wosere wada bua no na bua Ghana fo watiefo no ohefo se tro do ba fo bidum
okay
di passenger fo bi nya ya embo wo no mo gie no ye twame ne bo enye sa na tie na so wo mo atwa mo bo
na dia to petrum atopato ban presence and prenai
but driver unions ni nyantu
omunyantu
tie
okay
by presence and prenai no me free tech junction eko ejuso a 5 cedis 50 pesos
okay
a free crew eko ejuso no sa na ye je 7 cedis na so enei say no me sa trotro drivers need
okay I see
say no me say nya bowa
minim say we be
beye emprensa ansa na wadru ene ne say a free tech eco odium no obaje 350 pesos na from odium eco fumusha eno so aje 350 e ka ho say service this no na from fumusha eco edu so awasa aje 350 eti ade 550 pesos no ubedru no atua 10 cedis 50 pesos
abuakwa so de na bobo anya ma se asem no wo be fa won se abuakwa nkai 6 cedis so
okay
anso branya brand mu kra de na omoje ayi na taxi kwa na nkenu 10 papa anso branya brand mu kra de wo moje 50 cedis abuakwa na wonya kra
from December November to enayedi nkomoi what do you see change in prices, goods and services, price of goods and services? And ne born a bit my jumpy bear saying, a cost bear say.
I me nimu American say. I'm saying Ghana for me nim.
I am asking this because Dr. Anthony Sias, I know a presidential advisor on health. Let me check. I want to check the date. Well, was emphatic. Say. Ghana be here be 1.4 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And they are complete agenda 111 1.4. And Papa John Mahama say
1.7.
Pena odi bedi mampenino. Sikana jump off 1.4 no to 1.7. And we want to know the reasons why. And I want to believe say in the transition team no handing over notes no obu koti 1.4 we must say and unisika they want to complete agenda 111 omube here enti ediana esia a jump from 1.4 to 1.7 in 6 weeks.
Oheneba me problem am wo e president mama ho ebi ne say ne first you know government for me you know okay wo hwe ne governance na wo be hun say infrastructure projects are you know masa now kohwe project no now hwe boa ye kukuru di atoso no a ubusa say hey Ghana for sikani now the babe toto na adan kokufu ado die yi ho any projects are infrastructure projects are you
me so mu ka so mu see and I say 5,000 and mu see say 1,002 as say and I wasn't fully completed and so sika no mu twa to so mu di kosi 5,000 no na asa
me that the emi ya won say when you na chire no se NPP fo antumi anchire mu amaga na fo so ante ase
eno so ye factor pa
o ba antumi anchire mu
well
I
want to believe say na kwa me benya that Dr. Nsiasare international area mame and then another deputy minister of finance no so kwe afenyo marking what is that designate ba kwa say omunya ne ntema no nzo no nkwa na afenyo ama beto no afenyo ba asamo aba ono so na explanation 24-hour economy na ono wan kasa kwa no I don't know you on that antias
na obi a wo hwe program itie program ya woni hu agrokra a wo ayediase new site Florence Florence and na eye ne birthday yes Ewura Florence and na eye ne birthday
Mame Flo and as Ewura Flo
we see Lady Florence Lady Florence na owo take ayediase na ne birthday na na de na kwa mitiri asha
na ne news ama
our burger paper.
Where sure. Mama check it.
Mondays and say twice a week.
Sir.
Oh, okay.
And Florence, Anna, a year Tracy say, "Wa also a fashion designer. Kevin will say young politician. As you should happy birthday. And T Nature say, no, now come me bet me show my idea. And can you need your baby pa?
Ohema Esther so show I say na Kumasi etimetim. E ho no no pay Obapa Amata eso about happy birthday. And yenua be ma Bismarck Boache level 300 accounting student UDS. And pay Obra Mr. Maxwell Safo John Kahubi Asante Mapo DVLA or no so say about happy birthday. And message Georgina Cheva phone so I say extra so praise be one more no and pay who can Mr. Bernard or say Ousu Siaman or no so say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now, Foster, sorry. I'm not doing the birthday until you should happy belated birthday. And Okoko Yard by your pounds of the man is school.
Mama share the account factor. The MPP, the account factor. The MPP has been tagged as an account party over the years. This is a well thought through propaganda by the NDC to instigate the non-account regions against the NPP. The account tag against the party in the previous election had negatively affected the party, with the party losing in most non-account dominated areas. The election of a non-account presidential candidate after Professor Dubois John Kufuor, another Danko Kufuor, was a strategic decision by the NPP members to win the party off that tag. However, the subsequent selection of a running mate from the Ashanti region derailed the gains that was achieved by the selection of an non-account as the party's presidential candidate. The whole thing was characterized by a perceived show of authority from the Menchia police, in effect, Utumfo. This forced the minority tribes, which had believed the NPP to be national in character, to recoil to their former beliefs. And also, and then the role of the party structures, roles, and visibility. The findings of the study revealed that 92% of the polling station executives did not play their roles as officers of the party as captured under Article 55(3) of the 1992 Constitution and Article 6(1) of the party's Constitution. Undoubtedly, the most important function, polling station executives, were not carried out between 2022 and 2023. Some house-to-house and town hall meetings started only at the latter part of the election year. Of the 30% of the respondents indicated that they knew of the responsibilities of the polling station executive to embark on a program of house-to-house marketing the party's programs and vision. Only 8% of the party respondents stated that they occasionally did the house-to-house campaign. Sina Shak Moba, Bomba Transia, Iberu Mupa.
Oheneba, Sadia we want. May party no lose no. Mufa Kessia no Bisamia. Medebema polling station executives. One man ye wonu adwuma asese wonu ye. Bebre na anye. Makuma ne ku wonu ho ye.
Did we motivate them to do it?
And also a factor.
Adwuma de eyoma adwuma. E wo se omo ye. Oma ankoye. But e de be na kwotwetwe saa ne ma no e ba ye.
And also a factor. Enti bia bibi na kopaka papa.
You see, I am not happy on the attempt by some people to deliberately, consciously create a problem between the former president and the former vice president. I am not comfortable. Ya tuaba ebiani asema na no pani ekamuti ho asemi enema ye ya ema elusu ye no. Yes, you cannot exclude the president, some of his actions and inactions from the results that you know. But people have consciously attempted to create a problem between the two gentlemen. Trying to say deliberate obiye that what him say 4 days into say Betroba. And one of our party young guys, our brother Juma, on all his life, he resigned as a banker. What be Juma party is Penifua you don't be so many appointment amano. 4 days to say Betroba, and we now appointment. And no crano, Obi, and the cha letter no, and they send it say. he's been appointed.
That's way.
Now, I was some woman to say, office now, I didn't call you know. Now, office not the whole for 1 year, 4 months.
Ah, T.
1 year, 4 months.
And a
Deputy Administrator of Debt Fund.
Wow.
Deputy Administrator of Debt Fund. Now, at that 1 year, 4 months.
No, Unipay.
4 months.
Unipay.
Now, I don't know. Nipa de tiwa abeka se waye adwuma na na do man na dibre who is to inform the president
sir hadam pine obi
anu na ya me ka se e ya bro ni etimode bone
Asiedu me gitum se man pani da na do dan ko akufuado enema bi a oyeye enema bi a wanye e contribute to the electoral results yenyaye but the people around him, those who were to update him, inform him, prompt him on what to do and what not to do, how honestly did they do that? Omuti nukwe die aye say juma no mamampe ni dada na. And I said they were there only to satisfy their whims and caprices.
Let me
tell you this.
Before
Nanado Bema Kwakwa appointment, when he saw Kwakwa and asked him, what is he doing? And he said, Mr. President, Menye Bibiano. The man's reaction, you could see that he was surprised. He was shocked. And then the next week, an appointment letter came in.
Wow.
So yes,
nipa do say the president.
Papa ne di for e wani maybe who. But omu na so mu bua no na bua for mu bua na nje na djuma yie no. No. It is also clear say obetima ka say yes, ebi o wa ye kwa kan we ntie. O etintinti kakra eno so ho. But the mundu do na no.
Manka.
Mo amoa no.
Anye.
Mo de yes amasa. Ehwehwe mo mu nkwa mu yedie.
Obi kra be
ya no mu say wo wa wo so be pagenti wo nye da.
Enti omo chance yes ade no he. We can't go into the next election without the full commitment of the former president. Now we expect we will win.
One dada ni nyina. One former nyina. Abu ya titire.
And until a man person will approach some of these things hypocritically.
Hey.
And as a Muslim, call respect.
Adabi emwa.
And until me read this idea, we say a minimum who say a be a Dr. Baumia will be a shadow of Ronaldo. And because of that perception, you know, yen try and yen say Dr. Baumia for Ronaldo. But what he and yet Obertino,
and yet,
but as I'm guessing, yo, some of you
now, you're not in by a secretary. Ebuakwa.
No kwede.
Na
secretary me ebuakwa kru ni.
Da bi ewa djuma bi na secretary.
Ah, okay.
Enti
so
ya baba. Na ji hu di so nim computer mu kakre bi.
Ababa wanko.
Ababa wanko.
Na be meant be secretary.
Da bi we ma adjuma.
Woni be say me yin no me ka say nurse man kwa na nurse. Oh abo.
No crap.
Sa ni afa no. Won say we be ma. You who say we doctor. Da bi we be ma we doctor. We doctor mpona so your ba. Who say we are nurse. Sana society no as me the saba. Enti say we ababa na nim so nim computer kakre bi nya bebrebe sa kra na say kakre bi kra no a aduma ko bi si wo pe secretary e wo ebu akwa kumasi ebu akwa asem na me kan kumasi ebu akwa atwoma ebu akwa ndi so che ebu akwa kronim ana sa wo te ben ebu akwa kronim a no obomodin afre number yi 0249 39 80 61 0249 39 80 61 na anaba say joy your program na yɛtoa until beba
Joy Assemblies of God
anti yɛtoa so anwumre program no nti
on the 6th of March a holiday anti 6 March no ebesi da ben ebesi Thursday. Okay, I invite you all to Power Chapel Worldwide and sit with Reverend Mrs. Anita Kusibuatin.
Good.
It is the Confidence Conference. And this year team also standing out. Standing out. Time okay, mama here na men kancho. Time no 8 a.m. Say ya for feed and and then Anita Kusibuatin will sit with Fubi na afino. Mama said na kwam bitima aboame with data na mama ba.
And it's Thursday na holiday. Friday never come on programs manager.
Me ba chow Dr. Lydia Kesiwa Jan Kesi. Mrs. Mary Gansa. And Dr. Ruth Owusu Enchi and Ombabeka Yemame Reverend Mrs. Anita Kusibuati na the Confidence Conference every 6th of March on the money at the phone meshia na yedin komo Anita Kusibuati Confidence Conference 2025 standing out 6 March 2025 6 a.m. sharp our Power Chapel IPT and ministry Sandy Asari, Sandra Afre, Sister Charlotte Alisewa and the Power. Yeah, Mumra. Okay. Why?
And to any idea na make an prophet J.Y. Dankwa and I invite no abeka asofo kukuda mamo ho no nti ebu akwa makru
me da say na kwam so betima ba mama me share the tensiasary interview and then the response the deputy finance minister designate and so Edema Afenyo Markins.
Let's finish with respect. There's a difference between a campaign talk when you're on the rally 24-hour economy, you know, saying that people will be weeding at night, going to their farm in the night. This is parliament. Please don't try. Don't try. Is the policy now being enacted? Tell me so that I end here. Tell me.
Mr. Chairman, I said that the policy is in the process, but I also mentioned that but I also mentioned that the policy envisages that there will be some benefits to those who enroll in it, and the benefits includes reduction, time of use.
Ghana for being humusu by papa. What the interest? Leader, and I finish with respect. There's a difference between a campaign talk when you're on the rally 24-hour economy, you know, saying that people will be weeding at night, going to their farm in the night. This is parliament. Please don't try. Don't try. Is the policy now being enacted? Tell me so that I end here. Tell me.
Mr. Chairman, I said that the policy is in the process, but I also mentioned that but I also mentioned that the policy envisages that there will be some benefits to those who enroll in it, and the benefits includes reduction, time of use.
Ghana for being humusu by papa. What the interest? Leader, and I finish with respect.
Kwamena Afenyo Markin, the minority leader of the 9th Parliament. You can't take anything away from him. In fact, I mean, Shano, why energize the party's base now? Why expose NDC for no papa. Na share and so I heard he mentioned 1.4 billion. And the Papa John Mahama say, or they call 1.7 da. Yenim the Asiedu. So no I ready yenko na yenko we. And you ready so we can go for a commercial break, and when we are back, na abetoso. Okay, I think I have Dr. Nsiasare on the line. Mamini no ending komo. Dr. Anthony Nsiasare is the former presidential advisor on health for the former president. Dr. Nsiasare, good morning.
Morning.
Na unamu boko die.
Yameda umane mpabo bibia boko.
Yeda nyankopon ase. Arepede men hawo kra, arepede obokata dodo na ena aboderu se mampeni John Dramani Mahama abeka se agenda 111 baby ye ekokodru ye no ba ko pe ena aban etimi commission ye na de aka no ye betima tie nsa firi ho a magana for we se betimi di bibia less than 1.7 billion ena etumi aye. I have heard you, I've interviewed you before. We can 1.4 maybe I chow every day we can say asem no kopim say ye be Flagbearer no na bibia sesa abema sika na kwosora na
yo me cheti fu na bibia sesa ti musa na question say hina okofa 380 million dollars na beka 1.4 e di enkata ni bibia ama no during the transition ti me no am ti say was 1.78 or so no I was surprised. Tibia, Oma brief on and brief on ye, Tibia, Ombesa friend, or much. Because Kaya, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there you cry, spokesperson, Honorable Ofusukwachi, and the card is 1.4. About a month ago, you read transition.
You got 1.4.
1.4, and so a friend of Money Boama. Didn't cut any man. Also, 1.4, say also will be 1.4. It is here now, I could do 1.7. These are some of the things I was a Ghana for. When you Busha questions.
Okay. Now, hand it over, no. Now, Bibia, and the Nakwamua, I was saying, man, at 12 Sunday, your question to her, you was a twasso and twasso, near Timokubus Abaya. Yes.
Because contractor for no more year, we are not prepared certificate of agency. You know, maybe I will name baby or this Oben's council. I can't tell Sikai, this the agenda. You were president and you were vice. What class, you know, say, oh, finance minister, and fire fund or yes, can it be? You say the ABF above budget for allocation 20%. Now, yes, I'm for budgetary allocation come. Na yenye mekakrakra na yemfa isi agenda wawawa na yemfa nya echirimba. To me, this is one of the most important heritage projects because hospital they usi na di ja ibe akọ amye na nanom nyina be yusu biko e kwale mu isi nya 100 years ni say da ho yusu konfano chi isi e be 70 years ni ogwa enti wo de o isi kana e friend bibi e di share ye betima ya be Chile must be a home for son of Bia. A Bini hospital. Oko Dubai, the same Omoy and what we be. But over the being near man or for eco duties, eco hesa neighbor. Sana or I or maybe I children. If you buy na, then I will be something or see a buy, she could be in. What I'm saying, just got what I think I'm look at every. Yeah, buy, see. Now, oye for manani kumu no cry busia na sikara kakakra bia ka sika ko ji na kakakra nse kakakra ye trasi sisi mu ni hu se biti na yi for manani kumu eni takrade aba we anka se nyem nam de ba aye ba na anka se nyem no de ba ye okini nse firi ho eye ne kama University of Ghana Medical Center ye ba ye the president who say also say here sika be ka ho no to phase 2 okoji 40 million euros Ebeka ho akase you got a no for shafi and on number 2 so and now no ba obewi. That is confidence. Any amamu. sika ngo nti ko nyi saa na de o kire Ghana fu nyina ne se ya hwe agenda wa no ye sabisi fo but me de me se fie na de se atabo so me be aduana mi no 42 months ne kwa na da election bo no kwa o ka kire akogina bibi amankra so consumer class na say barekesi aka chese we judge na wa na because ba na otwe mu no enye sika to na wa aka chese wa san to ba ma obi so ndi media de na kanya na ndi e ka se bi e be se akose budget no ile be mba bi a o kire se budget no ha je na wa kwa en fanshi ba ye bom pa ye be se ye hu de o de be se budget no se ho na e bitima ka sai ba
Dr. Insiasari and pay me that say after budget we will come back to you.
Yo.
Right, I know Dr. Anthony Insiasari, and so the transition team no over the handing over notes na the momo Felix Kwacho Fusu Ebeka 1.4 a year Dr. Manebuama and so Beka 1.4 into the year and the Papa John Mahama apeja dia kodu 1.7 ne die I just say that should be ono aba ebe cheche yemu na foko bra na mema me video we na memusa wasem se we yebeka se we teacher ni a oye lovely oye welcoming Emma ne nkwala wo chuma de anase yebeka se morally he was wrong to have done that na kwa me mama video bi mama nhwe video no why na emene foku enihu enkomo sesia na krumam de chese social media de wo so a enyasem kitwa o nkwala ya wo mu ko ntako ne ya se suzoi na wo mu ko no wo mu twi soroku on sesa no fe no wo mu twi soroku na teacher ni baako ene na bofra no soroku wo mu twi na se teacher ni bra bre I have some challenges with the network but na kwa metotomu a wo de show mame na menhwe na ni bra bre pa na chese Phyllis award no minim say over describe it say o munsuro ni ade ebi teacher ni ye and
make say ethically
say
oh you're wrong
say
by mistake ethically
sir
but ni atia ne say say awoso wo mu man say hu wonu mu GS nhihye no otimi di so na yi ne temperament na awia no yeah
ne temperament no ni
na awia no sir ai ani say obi wo wa sa ne man obekom kura no onye obi opema o but opesa de no opa anigye wahu obi ana character trait obi wo wa anigye se mpo ebi o carpenter ni wo ye painter otada ho no wo se soloku koso a obeje adwuma na sifu abesla kotwibi ansa no asaba abeto adwuma so
okay
sa opa anigye bi sa otime mingle with nipa ebia na onye obi a wopema akura nanso sa anigye ntoni ho ni re na afi no ho ana ya
ni re afi no so teacher ni
afi no kura so teacher ni a ebia GS nhihye akura no ema no kwan so obesa
Kwakuma for say his name is Oti he contested for youth organizer and had 7. Oh okay let's say Frachmango Vijanoff
sir
also contested youth organizer but we have 7 votes now just say dia we have 7 votes
oh ebia kwada no so anko benya dodo because so timi ni omo jele timi ni omo
we have 7 votes
oh but ankwada no pena sem obe teacher ni ankwada no pena won say e ma no kura ha o mu kura o e ma na ha o kura so no omo yesa but that's all for one
but the first time how kura no just say you're right
that be nti am ka say well wrong ethically that's all for
now me home me try Dr. Samuel Free George Akom and then senior is govern is that how politics should be
SS general baby. SS top war baby. Or the mantra of resetting and a buy. And the sanao principles of resetting is something to go by there. and no man and that and as a day. The make what I say, and no man and that and as a day. Now we invite you to be an eye. We invite Nippon and I trust it, Yachano. Nippon on one willingly or buying was watching. And as I say, not creating news. Now me ready and I be page. And no man this if I can, I am throw, I am free will be abyssinian. Now no who then can a band no day a bed fable.
Yeah.
Say be a new relationship. And maybe a bed fable no walk with us and path for no.
No more friend.
And no friend say, I'm more fine out. No casam no conquer good and mass. And this for bit me catches will be a no when people are bamubia and any papa. And say, what bam now by Robert Jim amount. No communities work was a project. No more movie. No more my no more movie. No more movie, pa, no more movie. And old or no, a cotton or waba. Or China corner could be say, or the Bemawa, and one I can. Or we had the way a young mom simple. Quite there be a drink as on money tumpon. By a had the omwa, no mamma and I didn't be there or why being invited to be a cop. The only no quan walk account because the Trimufita send us as fast as me. Among Bubom, the Minibacquet dinko more extensively. The way or didn't who say. Omanya share no. Me na menya adwuma ho. Do no be kana me meden metie. Te sa na tie to be much ado about nothing.
Okay, me da say afa yenwram we. O you say omo lawyer for no say I have in my hand no year to omo your cross examination to weigh the report of the committee of inquiry into the poor performance of the NPP in Ashanti in the December 2024 presidential and general elections. In the quest to restructure, reform, reposition the NPP to recapture power in 2028. Presented to Mr. Bernard Chubosi, Ashanti Regional Chairman, at the Regional Executive Committee on February 16, 2025. Na minkomu bebrebe me jampe at the court recommendations, you know, and Yama Omar recommended. Na omo conclusion na fortunately for us Dr. Sulomokwati Fuku was a member, another is a member of the committee omo yejumano. So recommendation it reads securing the menace of the delegate system. And here 1, dealing with the economic hardships. Okay. 3, dealing with the corruption tag. 4, avoiding arrogance of power and intransigence. 5, pronouncement of party stalwarts. Communication strategy. 6. 7, the healing process of reconciliation. 8, the party structure. 9, MPP ideological school. 10, job for the boys. 11, godfatherism. 12, attention to World Banks. Role of past executives, that is 13. 14, conflict management strategies. 15, media relations. 16, research teams. Losing our natural allies. 17. Because of how some of them are sensitive to 18, conflict management strategies. 19, greediness among party leaders. 20, discrimination and favoritism. 21, failure to utilize assembly members' caucus. 22, engagement with chiefs, educational institutions, FBOs, and then civil society organizations. 23, negative influence of teachers in secondary schools. Okay, no. Ana omode conclusion no, and so abam. Data Voko, Marchen.
Yeah.
Now who ye dear?
I don't.
A woman in ye. mokwane nam ye nyina no okay it's over kratana a table of content no mama mo boss ma na me hunu ne ma obehunu wo research nim acknowledgement, introduction, executive summary, statement of the problem and research questions, research design and methodology, 3 methodology, 4 significance of the study, 5 mandate, 6 limitations of the study, 7 general findings, 8 economic hardships, 9 perception of corruption, 10 Nana Akufo-Addo's leadership style, that is page 19, which I would love to read about. 11 distasteful utterances by party stalwarts. I would love to read that one too. 12 the perception of on Baumia as a shadow of Akufo-Addo. That's also going to be another interesting one. 13 the tribe and religion of Flagbearer had any impact. 14 the Akan factor. 15 party structures, role and visibility. 16 the effectiveness of the campaign structures. 17 ineffective strategizing. 18 D-Day operations. Under that, lack of proper conflict resolution, exclusion of polling station coordinators, internal conflict and defection to key party members, presidential candidates failure to engage the entire constituency, security concerns and intimidations, leadership conflicts and lack of meetings. And afei near akano and so ewo honma. Tinyama betima kenka benye bia kenka report me binie na enkophobia likinti anyway. Brother Boko Mona yesuma mamuko. Yes, Edgeman. Did you Elikia? What is it? Committee members' name.
What do you say? Free committee.
Say,
we handed over before.
Hard copy, no, soft copy, no.
Soft copy was also given.
Indeed,
if you don't know, I don't
okay. Anyway. None of me say
if you don't know, just
promise 24 hour economy. And no, actually, there was another question. He said, is it through Betima confirming? Say, I buy within 6 weeks. What Bob is saying, I think 38 billion Ghana cedis. Or say, Bosian da buy Bobat, and Nurisa, says so, or if figure he's not aware, to me, so, and to me, and to Eja. Akom,
Oheneba. Mamincha Ghana for Mincha
politics of deception.
Na Mincha tier for one with your radio. A chair be a chair party penning for Chama this year almost the chair from please district capital also. But you know where they can't na they can't know an afina a piabonti. It is so about onions and was onions. We are the able some incrone bedu.
They may be also
I am a send a tear. Can't catch the Ghana for. Ama omoti ase se niema omo kan bebre o campaign no manifesto no ye hunu bi pen na ohwe omo nya akonya besumo man no free time wa papa late meals obaye ene ye papa na oti adwaso his excellency John Dramani Mahama onso so beto aso a niema bebre ne dedi pefie mi hu se bebre obokan no omo ntimi anye den anye na de copy mu ba ko na ye di sun komo the 24-hour economy. You buy have a catcher Ghana for children in Tia Yesu say 24-hour economy. You buy a cry and see a chibaya a big so. I'm yet my 24-hour economy in Roho. We have brought Konya on various platforms. They will teach him one. Or more do my dear, but no be and Chirimunko. Do you run any young say, would do Hona or Mobusan and once a more when Jimmy Anka be in Singapore. Name the Dabia Namita can say, Nema be brave I be before any Ghana for in particular, where elections more at the womb. Every senior day, SCA, I didn't kindly. Yatiti promises be brave, our manifestos, our campaign messages, a born to a Dodonwa intimate. But Kuma, Yenya Edinwa dance if he say, Nanado Danko Kufaru, His Excellency, and away from our president. Or born to us since 2008. No catcher as a media bar, made the free senior high school beba. I'm a here for Nina Biako, Mobro 40 many Biako. Yes, a Bema when since 2 months and or ham, or buy a crown economy. No, yes, also say in Brani. Now health insurance, for energy sector, for banking cleanup, a Kahuduani Goa, one opportunity and commerce skills to be as a Abia Abandana, one home into one to us. Ujina. Nana ye heard the achievable nature of the 24-hour economy no the biana me ta catch me no me achechire for no me no mudi nkoma meka say policy and as a plan be the bebe bia no o say ya nkasa kra no you subject to the smart analysis you is specific measurability achievability and meka say relevance and the time bound on say obusa no ntimi anka e reporting e be hye or say is in the pipeline. They say if you do never bow, same few me and so said it will be enemy. But it was portrayed as you say a true baby 24-hour economy no unemployment situation of my enemy no be free hop recope. I'm a rantier budget so be corner be bequavia. He even told them says obey and I do Jumakra, Munkania, and Oheneba wet me edging so at the IS Edgeman. Baby are now in him say be and give my entem. I bear for the no America no the online services and cranny the Abadada and His Excellency the former Vice President alleged Dr. Mahmoud Baumian and the be dadam. In the near so much specific areas here that 24-hour economy no a bit me ayejuma because over Ghana nipa dodo no ayekuyafo me say you cause a farm place here ma de share almost about 90% for her no teacher move say bi ekono o mu nyina ayekuyafo ntini egusa say abja sa no ukọ e be den and now almost 24-hour economy no money muchefa ye can we nyina magana for antiase and then say na be drum pempen so aye do man na show mon sa afi de ade na o mabọ hu dawro hihye ho ntare because hu t-shirt nyina ye posters ne banners nyina na ne nankrum but ye wie ye di tumi na mo wabọ hu dawro kire ye kwan a obefa so a obe but nanki ye ken say nanki nim say o si ne frɛ no obetu baba na ne na si bi so tini visi bi blueprint kra omode baba ya adwani nyina ya eda ho ni nyina no say na bibia ni ho nti we nyina edi dance prefer say be we research ni ma dodo enkrofo ta hweso say be edi trouble na ya kandifo eyo mo messages o mo dia ba it's hard times say messages e babonti ni be subject ni to say feasibility studies that na ye no e be ye na say enyi 24-hour economy say yes ye ba na bi ma buso na nkwala na bi ko anopa bi kwa wi bi no mo ko anadwonum ne ade a industries ben na e wo ho a say nipa no mo ko yemu adwuma and companies do say na ban na bia o mo betime anyam akwa yemu adwuma ama obi a o tifi fi say e bi obi ko na obi nso so aba na no de ba ko create yes passport office no ne ade nyina mo be kwa na adwoni awia ne ade all this no nyina ye niam a obi kam also the tutun sene ne na hu say ebeba mu ana say ntimem eno wo de ono a ye ni say o ma yeso ani abidi akire e wo sigasa photo sample bia ho a Oheneba ono ankasa ntimi hu say ye ebeba mu ne de na je say Ghana for sometimes no ye kan sem ni go ha munti na de ya pa de say wo abe na wo kan kra akire wo bi de obe kan bi a obi fa be ma ani pa dodo no bi akwanya no ma be ka ho na o mo so eti menye dwuma ni be ye no kra ye yi wo modi a ya ne binim tetifia e di o no so ye ne abetu binim so ti wenim nyina ya de a the bia was issue de wo sometimes mitaka na me bana me ko to ice major me dik say me can say all the democracies could be solved with the ills of democracies could be solved with more democracies just enka ya de o democracy ma bia nsimu ha ye kan e bi entro en ni ade a ye hu bi pen ye sa giedi and this ababa mo pe mo ba ye no ye hu modern ma mo bebo ma o man no and MPP so e di ba beto aso a ye hwe ba bia ye so fi se e bitim di aka o man ho me yakoye no Ghana for si da bi 24-hour economy nti ne niema o mkeka ye betu akuyafo adwumam ewo koku mu ye hwe ni mu no so obusa na no so se makwakwa ebu achi bidin no zabre ye ni tumi bia ye betimi di atwe o ma na connect di aka na se mfie na edi anim no omdwumadi o mbedi no eduru ha ye ombebu ho nkonta na Ghana for no a mu de tumi na mo akire mo adwen because areas ya na efi se bi e beboa especially unemployment energy sector and maintenance work most of the pipelines and gas pipelines but no ye bi no ya nya no said ye na omo ye ni buko kan maybe do na omo si ye papa na pokon so over time table mra na afi de omo hye na ketie no e ho no ya bedura ye so ye hwe ni mu an ne nipa bebre nim se Ghana mia bebre bedura nyine na su madru ye e na e ba anyina mu kan ya no so ye ba nim se ne e boa economy no adwuma e fo bebre na omo dwuma de omo di bia no e electricity e ne de ye say o ye babani so ye telani so ye stress whatever magazine for artisans nyina no na omdidi omdwuma nti say ye nua na kɔ no went to me and Sinipia. Ye more Mubranian, but ella dear, said Babamo, Emma, in I be, but you see a dear and free someone, and Crofota can our manusim, especially in this city, mobile, or to me, baby, a cancer be, Nanya, my papa, Baby, I am almost saying, man, Crofugina, so a trouble mom, 24-hour economy will be anywhere. On core platform, so Mutiminya 1 point discussion say. Yeah, they say near Bayano. Would he be a bed Wufu Anaju, Binum Pudon, Mina, Benin, Musi, Bayam, one near the idea, Nina.
No, way. Appointment, no much of mamma.
Hey, now Kubianke,
Doctor, you put on.
I said, what called the end in a car party, we do so many disowning. And
your mamma appointment, maybe.
Young maybe no mappy Biamana. But she was near the other day and tuning come Mudia. Send you now or Bohun Dowry. Micronom visit. The Honor Crab and say, ye Minister of State in charge of economy. No one come then come Bina or Hillborn who suit me a question and or honor. But more important and seriously, Oheneba was there and near my him a trouble and a penny. Ye your actually near her, papa by the carboneba, Yebeka. He said, as a old baby, Oheneba. Yeah, we see cafe big to feel. But they know backgrounds of Bombay there, one no panel Yemefa uncle. And the Uber and milk Bombay, mammy, no, I had mamma. I had mamma fear because they Ukokasa, culture of silence, and there's a Dibamunka cranka cry. Tihana, a dream, maybe a no company that time where company that they know when your president, His Excellency, the President of Republic of Ghana, John Drummond, Kokasa, culture of silence. And one here now Casacra and Casabia Obecano. One here Yababechi Wako, but in Miss said you are my chichiri at Tianum. Breum, home kitty, the budget in the bar. Yebehum and in your ma eba will be fees ebema the BBI in your son honey beshasi a friend. Your bumpire is a comfortable or sick rumba or anybody or Timothy dear bumpire sell mine or Sabe and this in the Washington pounds and nemum and nemum kaya hold one. Any of us home betting my and will be out on any dash will say ABNDC Bama near maybe how when your home fasonia and the bebum. Madia said ye. In so and Sana, we are by day, a bay and tea, ye honeymoon, pussy about dear. Sometimes me na a beer opposition and as it will be our wabem, a camp bossing about one somewhere. Yana metia na me busasena, or man, a drum pempens were, ye humberson concrana. O he sika in your maimu, any media ye did, any near my ye honeymoon. The beer is council ye, whom a concroda, an internet room revia. Na yenya ya TSM se bia betia abana babusia dodo abana babusia mekai na ndisi wo mu opposition na da bia abana babusia na abana babusia meanwhile busia no so ba obi ani madwuma e ba ba nti na minse o mu ba yukra de e bia nka ho de o mu nkanko ho ene wi aso kra so aye no bi esu na ni wo unse sisi no e ko ba se o man bia no e pani man ni yi na wo hyehyɛ ne niam a wo ko pabusia kra o mpese o be de o be mo nti na nka Ghana beyond aid agenda na ye hwese niam bebre bitima ye ofie na nka ye ankasa yetima nya bia koton amansan dwa so na yetima nya bia bebo man ho bra no na ye gradual process but ja Ghana for na ya bobesia but me de nam nim se bosia bia ye boy bia no somehow no timi eye bibi akwan ahodo a no na do dan kwakufu do wo ye enyuma yetimi fire nipa education sector said the boy ya mofre o mobile akwanya wo senior high school munya bi tertiary institutions ahodo any all the TVET schools wa yeshi mukina wo he agric sector said the boy ya kuyafo ne makakra o mu de bayi wo mofu ye boy wo mu ne ma bebre e na ban no ye ya ne nim se e bia ye koye nim no nkombeto ayeso yetimi ahyehye o man ni ye nanso so nsema ye kagu o masum ne ye ba galamse ye bebra we nim we o man no nkrofu yes come the corruption ye twapia the company mo kan sem gu nkrofo so anti ye nyina ye indices ni nyina wo ho na se indicators no wo ho ye nim se da chi bia no ye bebusa ho asem na yetimi ahweso aye de ato abenti ye nua no wo se is in the pipeline you heard the timelines but
you also said that we use technology to rake in revenue.
Oh, anyway, now where there sometimes no na sabi utra nye na ubi drum pempensu bi na wani swadi ho amemo ya papa
no but I hear be kakra no who number be no be in the section say we were a politician. Not man for the trouble some boo.
India the to me any sao. Share pupu no moko. Because Nima Dr. Mahmoud Baumia e kai. Kakra o kai. And ne buy a hubi. I been crowd coveting on Mako Shemukina. Utia, not just another nay papa. And
that tax he received.
Now the name Yakran Safid
for those pronouncements, those policies he spoke about.
Was say almost with Jania free economy who are in any actually ICT and the economist. But Uti various interviews and for a year aftermath of their vetting any and this nya konya baya. Nina hinge on the name of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Kaso Bayano. There's not going to be any means here. Obit me and acquaint I nam so abel for obit Macas the needed revenue obetran for why they Ephraim. And that was another area near Helsinki, bit me abua Nanka the informal sector when they hold the chunk of our economy no. You bit my formalism. Tina ye de Ghana card deba, ye did the guitar address eba, ye de tin numbers in Yabano. Then in a gradual process and bedroom near system where you bit me who be a chiraqua and a bassy jet walk everywhere. Okay, the enemy new shack de be a becan war, local assembly level and yes, by G property rate in the near day. Nina no where means a near her and Quebec one yet me I expanded the tax net. Even crown her areas, I dare be more. First, it was fighting against corruption and an Emma Avenue 4. See, being more revenue. We see the example, so is see how we could DVLA, we could passport officer. There was no any other place. Above from the room, yenya home faswa na say yenya home bibi say no eshemukina. Intine ye kwampa na ne namso. Intine wuti will be even almost all the sectors will be a call panel and also co-social committee ni bia no one can above for one year. And some which is MPP a banner show minor. It means the strong foundation at the tour, but we are really now the policies you buy no man to man sum ya the Yana said that was why near Ghana for say Mumma Yakani and trust we say it may achieve the opinion 100%, but governance is a continuous process and a DBano uche muno quadari muno na unyan sans also be babede babeka Dr. Mahmoud Baumia kwanya buy now even the 72 bulleted points and cover many areas here even mrewakra sabe nanka wo mususu se mo abejo mo homa mo asomo ma na ye ma me no mo a wo mu ninkrofo wo mo boa wo mo abrewa bom no wo mo nkokra bom ye papa no no ke betimi nya policy bisa de abake wo mo. There were a lot of policies here nanka but here they are ma wo mo ntie de ye hwese obaye ni Ghana for na at the end of the day be decide Oheneba.
Silo Isaac
Oheneba na Asiedu
Mache akwaba soso
yeah media
na vijasi ne beposo ne sitane kwa mai baby aboko
yami adom kakrakra
den ko pose
kakrakra.
All right yan take the Minister of Finance na vetting no 24-hour economy it's still in the pipeline. And they will use technology to bring in revenue. The question said Omar Bobesia 40 billion 38 to 40 billion Ghana cedis in this few weeks no and so Sonia no credit but say the figures were not coming forth. I'm not okay.
Pata Mitiene Kitwebi when he was trying to ask them say I said Omo here na I after your marking no more no one's uncle. I was hey after your the tormentor. But in particular there was the question on women's banking. No women's bank. I want NDC manifesto. After your marking Busana say what kind was he ane? Chichi Munzwa Akwakwa say 24-hour economy na catch NDC we dey obi chichi. We all don't back. Now me and me has to see crap. I look at what friend is saying, Momo proposal. And as a communicator, I've been speaking to the issues. What you say? And what I said, and let me repeat it here, is that here bank for women. Here bank for women. Adia na here say ye yima ma titu the former the women's fund.
Yeah, this is a must.
Say ye bofoto atoko edia mama. Na omubitimi access fund no. Only with your Ghana card. Oh, Ghana card nkwana here so on sabe kaska ni bi. If it's a bank dear, or a bank, Oheneba. We are the Nimfas or dear, or Betty. And we are 100% under offering saying deposit taking institution. Savings and deposit taking institution which comes directly under the Bank of Ghana. In the certain banking regulations, bank for Onshisha be any so na objective no say all certain bank and not specifically only for women they are then you ought to have gone for their development fund. You said you will get fund, you will road fund, investment fund, and this is really the alternative na media me feel say as I say Ghana for eto. What do you do to Set them Tama Club at the over 70 to 90 million Ghana cedis. Our Maslock. You know, specifically for women. Abublushi. One more Ashi, one more Japadian, one more working capital Ashi. And Yadia more cocoa rescue, sir, am I? On the back of this, Mami, your sentencing in absentia. The dinner some I'm an abono. As what I want to have a man in Memina. Na small SME bank, you know, a moon and a cabeboa on my if we say the SME sector, no small medium enterprises sector. Over 92% or how much you at Diacono you know Ghana for you. 92% of all registered businesses, SMEs in this country belongs to Ghanaians. But the India Saudi when you show and say in terms of manufacturing jobs, say Yebema Numa Titru Enfidijuma and so on. SME sector contributes about 85%. 85% to all manufacturing jobs. Na afei said the omoboa ema oman no so enyini epeja esitiano yano so wo mo chefa wo mo o ha mo nchemu aduaso 70% contribution to GDP. Enti se wo se wo ye aban wo pese obeboa wo mo eye wo mo kasa enyuma. You don't single out a man. Now for moon sing chain. Now kasa a man on kwana omo bank and a man kwana he say omo dia omo DSS to me born money. I think that it's so narrow and parochial. Instead of almost share the bigger picture, which means there's a man money there. Moko kwa jibus here a chamene na unyuma nkoswa ene de anya I think that so we a policy as I say we share the emudo there's a whole deputy minister designate intimate Say Nana Jane Opokuajimai and the key champion for Women's Bank and to support women in business.
Right.
Let's just say finance minister designated him out. Now so what kind? No dear, let's just say
what kind say the Cheche Muswa. I asked him.
And the NHS say I asked him.
Let me.
Yes.
Marching.
Yeah.
Na apum.
By the grace of God.
Assemblies of God for you now here.
Omo conference cry.
Oh, okay.
Living Waters tech.
No more so for Wengam.
And they say Obeba.
No one.
Bad no contract.
Now so for paying number on corner.
Oh. Some of was so for
nothing.
Me was so for. So that's to pretend that there's one of you. Just from them because I will bet na the okay. You momo ben in the circles.
Okay.
And
25 economy Women's Bank Deputy Minister of Finance designate Neverton.
I hear about my chat here for near for so now so I say me chairman for na telephone na
Mrs. Quist
Mrs. Quist
and
Lydia Fashion me chair mo papa and honorable Kakari said your retirement
Kakari
team chair mo nyina Oheneba
you know the announce of retirement
politician or retirement
politics want to
there be said the time of swing what the DC the longest serving DC
anti abanse sign ye inedi and also call retirement
no new year di say o aban kwa na so ko
you wedi no
oh David
ne wan hu mu a mu akra resign ye kra hand over the dance na aban yi so in so mo se sela o ma yi o madi okay
Ghana for you hey Oheneba no so deputy no say person deputy say there you be sent to go and do certain things
serious
yes but questions ani ebuse ni obetumi a kire na adwe pa ya befa pa ya mfa deputies you can just be assigned but and also your union abeye no is subject to the minister's approval enti de obeke kan de na me say bia minister na ankasa ne bi one na di nkomo a obekye anasa ono so ne view but Oheneba 24-hour economy ne de omo ankasa no they are not telling us what is the 24-hour economy me say 24-hour economy bia ekro bia implement bia no e ka kire employment de beba na various sectors no maka say ene woko energy a nipa 200 ene be create woko we a ene be create sisi no minister bia sorry a osimi ko yewi 24-hour economy me ko yewi there is no strategy that is there obie huku into that strategy and no omo mwaye nyina because it's a policy the 24-hour economy is a policy I will introduce you so there should be a strategy for say I think this country I've gotten the country New York introduce it was sent to Parliament for Parliament to approve all the implications for that implementation because yes of it are now implemented will be Jumanajo na security wise and then you may be no Wontumi emphasize into well and yes if it ya now I implement this and say your security aspect of it you will demand and supply say we say honorable Kujeto say ministry on be 3 he say 3 shift no na jono we beko no omombe ba na jono omba beda ho ana so ombe ye at the same time no so no what is the implication say bia na jo demand ben ene wo ho these are enyoma wo say omutimi maye timamfo ne ehu say this is the strategy betimi use near the assess no performance but ministry bia pick ne dia because 24-hour maybe say ya no that creative bia to say you implement there's no a coordinated strategy towards it and who there say bia when your opportunity dey say obusa penibia na ka mesere se nkan penifo yi a mo veye vetin nka obebu se minister ne say 24-hour economy na policy no mo dey ba no employment is saying and be generate. They should ask them those questions. So because also Obama na be solve employment. So what is your target employment, direct and indirect employment? Then we be convinced says our policy na ba no e be solve unemployment.
Yeah.
But there's no way I will be able to justify from the president to whoever is concerned in the leadership of the NDC. What me a pick point to say, a be a 24-hour economy no, e be generate 5,000 direct jobs, 2,000 indirect jobs. Obi anti min cancer, obi aso ma 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy. Me ye we shift, Now I just imagine say, we sack a lot of people. You name say, banan ke be a be generating new employment amount for no. She say, Saki or Monado Diashim, and where will be the employment that will be generated? To say, Pama amount for who do the Kushim employment being a what generating? You have generated by sacking people for your own people. And that is where the issue comes in. And who there to use phobia we kind of saying organized labor. Anyone one Kufuado Mukin Aboso Sa CSOs Obi Ankahe because minim say omo judgment today omo year. Then education service concern teachers association from October omo ya for October yes here for mum to yi so na even kra no Oheneba got problem. The directive was 7 December Baba na a director general be Ghana Education Service or say why you found to pay rules until say October and July you found to pay rules.
No, but I don't know, Krano. I'll come to you and then I'll come. Have we not advanced enough that the phobia jumane? Oh dear, Achakra, now what you mean, no, now what you mean, sir, you bet to me and then a deal on the government payroll. I just be able to me and son, Bosumi nine and the Chilanza.
Woheneba abroad be yi
ahona ebe ifo no
anye ni pani bi numa wo na ebe ifo no obi ya for obi be October up to January move on to payroll so almost ko ye photocopy ko district ko metro ko hwan kwa ya approve ko ha ko ye we apply for the document we bra for one hwe ya enem pa education service document I say technology no but more applier they apply through this online way so fast where be fa ni afa we be roberto but be we are now ko region yes fa we bra yes ko metro ko district ko fa we bra sa can they pull the system from where omo we ni nyina no mutimi fa enyo document eno na ma be delay ebe mu no ama say mimi share nkrofobia say October na say the kofia na no say yi yes 7th so who director general say we found to payroll so no ma ya revoke your appointment say ya no mu ni namu a mo da mo mpa mo nkrofo na dey me ya ne say these concerned teachers ne organized labor is only the nursing association. And let me able to come up on be confront to minister no say oh no I was say here obi ayedin
after the minister line at the chamber say ye ni obi adi ye gas obi ankofie Ghana ye for
me say enu na last week make say so obi be complaining am obi e disturb ye because no 25% ye ma mo 10% ade wawaji organized labor motewo eno na me hu se mu a mu ye leaders no you are hypocrites leaders that's how organized labor ne CSOs ne hwan no how hypocrisy we are no kwada wa omo me enka me hu se say ni say I'm not saying it's 10% or whatever but let's show concern and galam say almost by 300 licenses no more issue. Yes. After one for
Dr. Tony Obin, because I say on Tiasie, so within 6 weeks, more than
300 licenses. And now we have a catch and say, where are those galam say for no more demonstration? No more. Where are they? Side radio station be and no past 6 o'clock. I will when you hashtag take. Where are they? It shows how parochial and selfish we are as a nation now. Prophobia and then no maybe ano. Na na do say ono moja woni mu. Obi antimi nkase adwuma obedi and 100% or what the shortfalls. But the way I yet to teach aban bi and leaders no. Yes, I'm for the way I yet to teach 300 and nobody is coming out. Nobody is coming out to tell us 300 licenses. Now say you tell me and another was so more need abeto ya issue way na man for jejere mu den.
Okay, may I say Shak Bremway na young kwenim I want to hear from you a minute or two on this say and yenya 10 yana ko cutting number yenya 10 tax identification number ya synchronize it with social security number bank account whatever biometrically ya just you know enough for us to say be a controller for no forward juma ka achanka month nanka ya hu din was system bibia e ukati betumi aba dan say 3 4 5 and so obi di munti no still our system but we are near realm on a juma honorable say mesabuzu edi mu ankasa manim ema moye enra ye hwe enema mienu the posture of the president and afi the campaign team no structure no ye hwe and we look at the perception on Baumia as a shadow of Akufo-Addo, how it affected our electoral fortunes, and then did the tribe and religion of Flagbearer had any impact? And then party structures, roles, and visibility. It means that we will try and manage the time with it. Shak.
On the a dilemma we say nana and now say person go straight on this one.
I we are followed you man a design and akatueba.
Oh, maybe the same institution in terms of same month now.
Okay, Diana,
technical investing.
What causes that?
Name Emra me call local government internal audit agency in India. 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
So how did you survive?
No problem, Richard Ghana. Na bana obaba ya bosome nson na de ne bae. Na be ana be man na ohwe obaba ya 7 months. Na
you for him say oh your burger as I employer.
Exactly. So na afei me say took as a free crime and na koyi lokrobo municipal assembly. Ekoba. Na aketianso Emma. I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
The name is surviving and say na me adjunct lecturer or gimpa. Nti hono na ode survive kakra. And to me and say who was asibi na abeton na there. O the I shall have and sana what was so. And it was a very difficult time. Very, very difficult time. And we had to form association. And TNLB there's a internal auditors association or local government. History I see. I has any kasakasa from it's such a terrible system in Ghana. Appointment letters in Bukrana issue a team mistake a crowd. You don't probably take over 6 months to resolve.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. And some may be interesting.
That's on the report. Okay, I come want to come in. Someone I'm IT for.
Anybody else but now Sanya Maya can was in Kini Hobim. Said the name Shaki Kings. That I'm not barefoot in some hope. And the Anya Quenya, my Ashe and Yama Kama. But when say bottlenecks in the room, ineffectiveness and then inefficiencies are systems. Be I will be. I may I Shaki can be 2 years. 2 years or anybody. 2 years. Na sabi misikanya de MI. Na ya na ya yuro fi se nipa no a wo se onkonko ye dwuma no. Sabi ono so no wo so wetimi enya niam kakra bi a obetimi enya the baby I shaki took a free hour no kwakwa juma na onni sika sabi ode be bo ne ho bra ode ne besi ya na ya take ni pane sa ze wona wo fo so apedwuma ni nti wo kra no de be yo bia betena mu sa ne hu no ni nyina no enso so amua amma the outfit to any pan also ye no de ba for 2 years na makochira de ma wie training college then na makotnef makohya adwuma se meko e ni nua mini maame mini afu mini hwe bosume so ametu am light bill na yese kokochira de usika ma ni nyina gina se ye nhihye ye niam ni yi tena ya kwa abefu ufa Ghana card you database no ho nanka ye be se yese Oheneba start classroom no nanka niam a wose ye hianya yaje na ya feed no there are other approval processes but so far as I am a clearance say enipa say me adwuma na say benya hu sika tu omoka why enu bitimi ye adwuma bia 10 months 1 year yes ye ntua and it is hard time say ye be hihye niam ni yi na ye move away from the old system wa enipa bebre asofa ye mpesi bi sa besi so bi e kana ko se mo anka ye nwie na da ma me ye ya champion manso adubia me ye no osu na me ma ko kira de na miniska me de betodian ma twi bicycle tu mampon se me ko jibi sika na me ko ama ko jibi da to de na yes ye maaye that mobile money ni ho enti
okay
to change
Zero shot
Oheneba na Asiedu
sports commentators was a flow for me flow
Oheneba me da say na also me share whether tribe and religion had any impact. And I feel
Dr. Bamia seen as a shadow.
Okay.
Seen as a shadow of
Another okay, that's that. Okay, all right. Now, if you mean your party structures,
yeah.
Oheneba, last week na your report is so him say nanka ehye mu no.
Can you say babonti?
Then you can say babonti.
Enaba.
Na emfasudie bebrebe every muaba. First is that Ashanti has led the way.
Yeah.
Na Ashanti report no. Dientia alikia air fly more no.
And that's a more for interest almost.
I am telling you. When him say the major critics. The major critics. Let me single out era Wachemchi. Matisa was say ka no nim see be BBC anko no kwa no. Anka radio TV kwa no kwa ha no. In other words,
I heard it.
Yeah.
In fact, I read Obi post. I will post. He said, Obi no trail WhatsApp. Said that is what he has said. Okay. But I have not heard him.
Yes.
But I also read that Wakasa said, "They don't even say muye BBC ya. Kakasa be look anko train.
Anko train exactly.
Ema muye money we
exactly.
Oh no, Bakasa da.
So, no, you see, about me can be bias is extra with Juma ya
Moye.
Yeah.
I have had a personal encounter with some constituency chairman. More come hono.
Yeah.
No more play games with you.
Yes.
No more dodgy.
Including Chapa.
And then they Murie no. And the conversation no. In fact, Omar get to come say, Omar spend more time
with us.
With more.
Oheneba. Ode hu hiya so mekikan. Constituency chairman me no wakasa. What's the old mudru? I drew on the phone adum. Oh yes. Constituency chairman na me and I'm koko elected no. Afija kwa abre enough. Me and I'm koko elected. Ose.
So no say regional rapper of course
madam for tia say who madam for.
Enti me and make say na wo dey say wo dey chairman for nyina. Yeah. Wo na me chairman. Oh yes. Neso so omhu we ya. Omo de omo nsa e hye omo num na omo ka.
Yeah.
Hey, na Oheneba ntimi koyi. Ana mamudu ba omia na da pa da dia. Na mkwa na makata so. Na party ni na me dom na ana se dipa. Enipa de se e be ba ye be ko. Oheneba mami ko.
We started one discussion. My point, we have several calls.
Yes.
Party for me interested to know what is in the report.
Well,
now the so can say,
yeah.
Almost umbeso muti. No more verify some mobile do mo catch them no.
You know,
I'm not sure.
Catch over, sir. When I put it together, no. So almost a general findings. Almost uncoherent constituency specific findings.
Yeah.
Because the people who are now opening in a the cofra the akana ye ye woman kwa soronko edie. Now they can trust us there. Come on, you know the NBA. Now, the may flashes our way out. Oheneba. I feel a report on Aqua 2020. Abba. Or Safuma for report no.
Report na I say classified
Yes. Now Oheneba. Me dealing with all issues because a very very brief part being a very comprehensive work. But Oheneba Mesro, with your indulgence, was my anantem because of Safuma for reporting. Na Oshe a near beer a woman yenye jato ho ama asadia be 2024 no national executive. Woman no almost 2021 a deliver report which includes JB. Any woman want to say nobody deserves to lead the party.
Hey, the 2020 report of Osafo Mafo's committee.
Yes.
The woman and the omukasa was yeah. The national executive sir.
Yes.
No more.
I be share woman sir.
I be share woman sir. Omanya ho adwuma. Go
2021.
21.
He elected JFK.
JFK mo ba 2022
July.
Now, if you take Omanya ho adwuma. And no mo ba 2 years so Omanya no so ho adwuma.
Omo parents people no interested.
Nobody deserve.
No. Nobody.
To show up.
Nobody. Oheneba. Meaning say another time when we begin come.
Yeah. Now, baby, I promise me for say next week Tuesday, hopefully we will do only this.
More,
and I will play with this. More bantamwa.
Yeah, no
have
problem.
much time.
No problem.
We'll do only this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the boss. And the interest are party for no.
No, my conquer, but now for me can't.
Great.
Me can't. So now age running also. Oheneba. I'm ready. Me person me can't dear connected with party structures. So they be a main veer off completely.
Yeah.
From baby discussion person on me a year. Page 38 Osafo for report. Managing conflict between PCs and MMDCs. Black and white. With your permission, Oheneba, I read. The committee dealt with the committee dealt with accusations that executives of the party and MMDC worked against certain MPs and received several complaints from the PCs who lost. It is recommended that the party should adopt a template in assessing MPs, which should be, filled out by constituency executive at full sitting twice a year. The National Steering Committee of the party should pay attention to the activities of MMDCs on routine basis at the local level, especially the relationship between the MMDCs and their PCs, MPs, as well as the party people. Then it continues going on and on. Yeah. Party structures in the ready way. Because we party wabem and at the local level no you were DCE or MCE, your party chairman and your parliamentary candidate or the member of parliament. Yeah, the guidelines abba ya trafa ho ekwan a esese ye faso na ye be manage sa tripod no to our benefits. Ye call election 2024 any year findings it is not this case, and specifically I should be able to cite offenses out. PC or MP and DCE or MCE, one against chairman.
Jerusalem.
He's such a lovely guy. The executives know be happy. So how do you prosecute effective campaign? A bra was how we as a matter of fact, the MC in the Oboa party at that point. Meanwhile, I provide the guideline. But do you know, say, Osafo committee see and Kayema all card bearing members are paid up members in good standing.
That was the recommendation of the Osafo Mafo's committee. 2020.
Yeah.
Now I am coming in team with you.
Yes.
Your position said for no extra mass and net members will be uncle.
Yes, Oheneba. And I'm emphatic with what I'm talking about.
I'm sure almost no more report to you.
They have it.
They have.
Oheneba.
You can't tell us.
Oheneba, listen. Oheneba, listen to me. Me person me catch us say, ye adwuma na ekoye no. E ho mfaso ni bi. Ene say, afedi Osafo Mafo committee report na. Na ye de ahye empase no. Afedi
we na kwatwe no aba.
Ye na kwatwe no aba. It's the biggest plus. Management of the electoral.
The probability zenka. Momo anya we ya. Ka national one ye be ya awie. Na nka no so nye keeping baby no so.
Na national one
say ye twen chairman Wontumi. Ono na so we copies. He is the chairman of the region. Or ye we copies Emma constituency bia.
Yesterday he told me about it.
Chairman enye 47 there. Ono dey say o board and
so president the echo. Flagbearer the echo. Running the national chairman. Then once they have received it, no.
Onye. And where the intention is a name per se a sabi report on a geography woman grana. This is Oheneba si anyane sa entimin say ho yare. Listen to me. Electoral college omo a omo kokoto aba presidential candidate, parliamentary candidate, national executives near, I say steps must be taken immediately towards expanding the electoral college, and I'm reading from page 34. So where be at?
Yeah, I have it.
Towards expanding the electoral college for all card-bearing members of the party in good standing at each polling station to vote in future elections. There were many stories of party people demanding money on election day before going out to vote because they claimed the few who had elected the candidate in the primaries had been hugely remunerated and they must therefore be paid before they vote. To cure that, and Kenya card, Emma party members, Yamo be dues. And Kokodru say, ye Kwakotrabana, we a card bearing member in good standing. As a Mahoquine, now trouble. Osafo for report, page number 34. It is reinforced by page number 38.
Okay.
38, say a queer party, you bet me a permanent means of funding the party.
That is party financing.
Thank you very much. Party financing, page 38.
The party must begin to look at long-term financing of its activities beyond its term in government.
Yes.
The picture painted by the party's national officers about the party's long-term financing outlook is bleak.
Yes.
There is therefore the need for the party and the executive to find an ingenious way of raising enough funds for the party that could sustain the party for the next two elections. We should not discard the idea of party members paying dues regularly. The committee recommends card-bearing members to pay dues every month. Those who are current on their dues are in good standing would qualify to vote in the party's elections.
So really we party financing now connecting with what friends say
expanding the electoral college now.
Dito. I never met here. Meet me at 110%. Say implement it, we are. And your resource will get to closer to 50%. See, young cross factor away this factor alone.
Yeah.
could have taken us closer to 50%. If you say, baby, I will bet you beer. Now we are researching now constituency 1, constituency 2, constituency 3. Now you're boring.
Because the same.
If it's okay, you're wire nippano. And yes, will be the same thing. They say, wait the ho. Na a beti enya near Trawa Vienna. Na Amanano, a fedia yet deep.
I'm Yakutu.
I didn't see him. Who to my own sorry. Party structures again. I've dealt with MMDC's new say no confusion. In respect of the working relationship of the leaders of the constituencies in the region, I mean, it's a region for in your 11% of the constituency leaders, chairman, MP, not the town hall meeting. In the case of jobbing, some respondents pointed out that the fractious relationship among the MP, chairman, MCE made it impossible to relate harmoniously and in the spirit of unity of purpose to champion the good cause of MPP in the constituency. Of course, regions also. Chairman Enamfa, na Homoma can also, you know, Enamfa. So indeed, Oheneba, we have challenges, you know, of party unity.
For want of time, I remember 2 minutes on Baumia, a shadow of Nanado.
It's a whole lecture. It is a whole lecture. If we say, so we Nanado, etnahwa, esiwa, and you may be any fan. Emma, enipa bi ebufuye. Bako, eye nekasa. Kwabri East for Ashanti region.
Yeah.
A typical example. The Tosubi, you know, a reshuffle. One year. And reshuffle in Nano, the beer naman for a back
finance minister.
A finance minister there. I say the Tosubi say, the corruption and as a catastrophe, the project at 2 biswa. It's a Quebec state institution. I almost wish my baby don't become your macano. Sabin Prediasa, Ambrasimo, not what Nano Bede, Ababatum. Sisi the other park case, for example, was cited frequently by respondents at HSA. Say, not by any corrupter. It was part of the perceptions of corruption. Okay? I say Ashanti development and so Mamponsi was yes me am quite me bibia kama, but Ashanti region there and no one the royal city of Kumasi. So why your interchange is Bakumako 5 na Ashanti region Swami dear you free on 5% 10% completer. And what I'm saying here is that a catalog of issues around the president, introduction of certain taxes, e-levy especially. Baumia was against it. Betting tax, no. When him says a former, excuse me, Nanka ain't head down hand for papa, but 10% was the emphasis.
Yeah,
no more worries about 10%. And Oheneba Okasan Yema we saying in a boomwa.
You don't want Tanzano.
Yeah, the whole Tanzano. He is seen to be fine gentleman, but the bar oboso no 7 previous on enemy fearful. Omo never show chi. Oheneba se sana tia dia enya bad menya den. Menko.
Okay.
On the matter of religion and tribe. 98% omo enu omo di nkomo. Oha mu nchimu aduakunu nwotwe. Ezi I didn't na mekoto aba.
Na mekohwe ebusuakuo
na mekwakohwe nipa ne suma wo mu. Na ene de we de
enfa ho.
eba ne tribe no 95% tina statistics no here see we dey name mate say otumfo say to is friend saying Mr. John Mahama, the president at the resolving Kusasi Mampusi conflict in Ashanensa. Anything that can be done, because a 100 year research who say it is, and yes, I can need also on to Abama ceremony. Yeah, name is Symphona Casa Ono and so a idea.
Medasi.
It's interesting revelation.
Yes.
Already.
Yeah, na report no research no. Sometimes purpose edi nyina na say ye dia ye homaduro. But say ye dia ni foforo he report na research no. Yes, I say the main objectives are ma ye koye say dwumadi no. Taya ye DC horse ye koye no. Na ye nyina ye hu ekwan foforo ye befa so. Se ne be ye ni ma bi ye ya anku ye besesa no. But say Kobasa you say a bid any behe say obi interest first year defeat the purpose why they acquire. Two say be a fee say ye de blame obi Sasumesia now bintia at the same time no a better defeat the purpose why ye de acquire. It was a ukwa nipa no amoto to amano no do munim e no moka. Ndi say nya hu ni nyina awie na ye bone tofan. Ni betenase ni ebu nkompo hwehwem ni hu so ha nkoyie aha o se ye ni se ya eno na beti mama ye nyina ye hu aduro se ye sa kokon bia na ye call with a divided front wa emwa eno ntina mempese report bia e baba bia no ye be taken as a biased form of a report se bia ya bo bi din ya yesi nti the initial stage in the crowd I came for the first time I to abari na me ka se mempese ye bebo din ye be appointee accusing fingers as I deepens the crack in the party because we be our no sabi we film where do how baba at this time no ye bia ne say key areas ye fizi ye hu aduru be ye na betimi aboa na nsesa ba party no na o say ye hu adwuma because then na menu inside can for report no the issues no were multifaceted by be kakrawum communicators kakrawum development kakrawum corruption kakrawum party executives who wum tini nyina no na o say hwe na ye wie na say ya nye ehu adwuma na ye ja to hosa na sa ko na sa ba betu ye ya e na awre ho we report we reading from 2021 ya so ye to ye boss na areas bia na wumu na ye fisi ye wo control so ye ni manimu ayi betimi aye no na o say ye sometimes na ba economy ni ho nsensem a you don't have so much control but about the internal aspect na ye party for betimi aye ho aduro dia o say yetimi ye ho aduro ana me boy ni ba because they say ye to obi ani be inflation bedu as at the time we beto aba obi ani be unemployment bedu infrastructure nem na ade no so the indigenous and exogenous issues we no the internal ye wo control ne say ye beti ho as say party no ye ni ye de akopetumi na tumi ni ba na se ye nyina na ebenya ho mfaso a yetimi nya ho mfaso na na ye ko ba bi ni ye di nkoma na obi kase obi the candidate we na mpe obi say media and coming sound when I'm catching so say spontaneously as abewo we need to move away from that kind of perception say a new candidate we are meant to aban then no akwasi konu ojina nkwen then mbuza ne se bema ntinkenne me akom kra na nka me ye president na nka me di party nim na nka ye abema nka wompa na what you into that kind of sentiment to say anye we di amenye we eno na ama ye nyina ya bofom because me die me I believe in the larger interest of the party senke ne ye wa bemu a kidin bi o hanke ye bon na nka bi anka mesre kankrofobia sabi o mo akonya tumi a wo fi say candidate no die ni mu mpani nti o mo so nyaana ni nyina ahwere no eno nyina ayi wo haw oni spontaneous was en nka mento na mzo see ye hu do ka kire ye say candidate ama na so candidate no so eba na obi so to a yes an konko gira ba bi gira na but you need to move away from that kind of
absolutely
ideas ya will be say enye we ya the here na say yes MPP awini presidential awini majority yet in there that's all one year be cool one year be cool me normally it doesn't worry me so much because you dey ya so he be nyakura na say party in the war na wo meant me ma wanim direct ya form on menya bibia di because enye obi an betima ko president ho me ba na wo de kwakwa issues yi ye mfato ho say even kwakwa sabi o wahai waye dwuma obi anim no but the crowd na be a call president for no ntimi ntwa na zo nya ahomfa so e fomfo no na be sa recommend am ya pe bibia ma e ho ne ye hu aduru se drusi yesi yemfa de no Oheneba ma yenko yi ne ntontwene se Oheneba de wanya independent me mfa de ne ma no eno na decide disunity ne sa dem eban the also ye bia ye be nya nipa. Politics is about the numbers and do also we are there now they are pe there na assume cd we ni ma fa ye internal elections wa anye campaign ma minti ade ba me ma no then we are not going to achieve what we want to achieve because we are there nipa ba ko pe ne be the president we are there ko constituency ba ko bia MP no and PC ba ko pe ne be ba ho ye wie ene ayetu ha ye nuanom nkwala bia se bia mu fa nche me kan kwala mranti ne mabunu ya ye mamu adwuma e bi kura bufu se manya adwuma nso so me bransa na menya metua sika ne menya ye se mu mrafie sabrin kaye ne yo hanka wo mafie enti we mu nyina ye lessons ya ye ko ye no so yesua de efiri mo Oheneba me be wiase de bia me ka kire nkrofo se menya nipa se ade si a enye ubi enye ntie me no I don't have that kind of mindset because Oheneba nya one day make my friends Oheneba ne send memo to this time what ne ye koye ni no the more you stay in government no nkwala no ene mabunu no be nya more opportunities no say oh free campaign tia me ntia ne ma sadline ne nkrofo nyina won so nipa. That is what I've always coined as political sociometry. Timi de me stress report ya be digest na areas no a ye wo control especially the internal ones no de eno de wo hohodin say we nam ha na we nam ha obi kura asimi de me mfa no ho ntimi ya dwuma ama we nkwa me nya dwuma ma we ene da me catch say emwe ya omdo mo nsa kwhye to amu ya obi a de ne say kuguru mu akoyi bi ato ade bom ade e wo nyina hwegu eno obi anya ho mfa so sabre nke wa bem na MPP wo ha kan ya mesisi kan ya nsi ha yes aka ho asem but more important in your position. This is the time we see a resource to the communicators. See, say German ye din take advantage of the airwaves there. Yasa say yasem. Womunya opposition. Media no na eboa wo mo muti.
Ye power mpo na ye dey
because we was about 78%. I believe we say communication you know
from. Don't get ya. Brian.
Obi na bona say so boyo kasungu la nga kasungu ora
ni duetia
report no ebi be ko be dia me say national executives no away bus but
for what is in the 2020 report, it was left unattended. Me say nipa ni bibenya the moral attitude say they want to leave the party again.
No, muso bo banana wo.
All the omumra ba to ye. You only have to explain the issues.
Take your
time. For the party people to understand it well.
Exactly.
And then know them.
Take your time and read.
Yes. Because your time. You see, I'm having a problem.
Because
and it's because I call from Ninti. When I was reading their report, I was able to connect quickly.
But problem I want to say. Party, there were a lot of educated people in the party, and we don't make use of them, the research teams and proper research. As a party, you have research and party in governance, a party before even you develop your strategy, you should have known all. It's a party, no research. Yes,
me fasam free one. Fancy bonny. Me call report no 2020 report or sophomore for the report na makadia toso
break it. Okay. Yes,
page 36 of the report, big heading, a well resourced and permanent director of research na about region.
Then to
well resource number one,
permanent.
Oko conditions here, well resource and permanent.
You
move to page 40. The page 40 reinforces the concept of research to be permanent.
You see, Oheneba, these things.
If it's a Naki and can go TV but importantly, Osafuma for no dear no edge that will say, and Kayano Momu be feed quickly to party no Munshishaya Moye government no a queen of Fasua Ober respondo to Sani Maniman said ye better from na good amount.
Or the mechanic says, I am facade we. Let's say I'm a research and idea. The NDC used a lot of research, possibility reports. They worked on it.
Yeah.
2020, you're working on it.
No.
2024, your coalition without strategy. Because any basis, research was not done. The years of xenophobia they should prove us, some of us, wrong. Say election, you the strategy in the choir. It was based on report. It was based on frequent. We elections before, after, during. Now we now feed it. Now we focus. So this election
research the man, Dr. Chi, or the GC from Collins.
Yeah,
Collins.
Into a
phenomenal guy on the ground.
But say institutionalize it. A research, well resourced, permanent. You better took a sungunium sani dewi.
Now you are my channel pa yababa na yaba abetuas. We will still be on the Ashanti regional report vis-a-vis that of the 2020. They said yeah, apie Jama Wontumi akofa aba na yaba abedi ho nkomo. Fancy di Maria, yaw fancy.